Yeah, apparently my players were just noticing that some of the text on the loading screen is a little off, but I will revisit that later. Welcome to Casual Cactus and Glassbreakers Guild. We are here to play D&D around the table and bring you guys along with us for whatever shenanigans my players can throw at me or I can throw at them. So, buckle up. We're going to see what kind of night it's going to be, because it's going to be interesting and always is. A few quick reminders as we get started. Just here at the top, all of the video content we produce does wind up on our YouTube channel, so you can go out there or use the QR code to get to the channel, or you can just go out to YouTube and search for Casual Cactus. Casual with a C. Cactus with a starting K. Steven.
What?
There's 2 C's in Cactus.
Anyway, so you can go and find us there. If it's your first time there, if you haven't already, do hit like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notifications, and you will always know when we put new content out. I happen to know from one of my players that the notifications do actually work, because I just put something out today. We also run a Discord server, and we use that primarily to let you guys know what the schedule is for the coming week. I was a little bit behind getting that updated this week. I apologize. It was a sort of weird weekend. But going forward, we do try and keep that up to date so that you know what is coming up on any given week. So be sure you reach out to that and plug yourself into it, and you'll always know when stuff is happening. Currently, we are running, or trying to run, 2 sessions a week. One are pre-recorded episodes of 3 different campaigns. Delirium's Domain, run by Danny, Derringers and Desperados, run by Braden, and a World of Darkness campaign run by Lance. Those are all pre-recorded episodes. We typically will run those on Sundays. It's not every Sunday because we only have 3 running, and there's typically more than 3 Sundays in a month. But those are running, and then of course we have this, our live episode on Monday nights. You can get those times off the Discord server because they are subject to change at the needs of the group here. I think that is all the time I'm going to take for announcements. So now I'm going to turn it over to whoever would like to do a recap of what happened last time we met.
Braden would like to.
Are you volunteer?
I think, Braden, you've been voluntold. Go for it.
Okay. So. Not the only one who thinks so.
Let's see. I have to figure out where we began. Yes. A week passes for the lot of us. Some of us work, some of us do some vigilanting, others just enjoy their time in town. I crafted something. Basically, we just sort of chilled for the week. And then we got a knock on the back of Castian's shop, where a woman by the name of Saphira Brightspark, a gnomish inventor, had a cursed vase that happened to have cursed her. It had been there for like 5 days. It was bought at a antique shop called Whispers of the Past. So we decided to go and figure out what that was all about. Getting to her small little house apartment, we found the vase in question that was, and I quote, spiritually effed up, and a pair of socks that were spiritually effed up. We decided to take them back to Castian's shop, see if we could figure out what to do with them. On the way back towards the safe house, a black energy leaped from the bag where the socks were and into a man's dagger. And then to was she a Dunas priestess? A, quote, Dunas priestess, named Ariani Silvershield. And then it went to a Dragonborn's boot. All of them were cursed as it moved from item to item, each person getting cursed. Lucas curing every one of the curses as it went. We called Acherai because we could not competently do this, apparently. He had a anti-magic sort of small aura around him, and we placed... it apparently is a displaced curse, and its origin object, something has happened to it, or it's from another plane of existence. It's probably from a cursed item that broke or whatever. We have the magic null object that stops the curse from moving objects. So we've got it stuck in a box, so it can't move. We go check the antique shop, the Whispers of the Past, where we meet the half-orc shopkeeper, Gromash Bloodaxe, who is also cursed. We cure him, find out that the cursed object it came from was the picture of Elwick that Dells drew, the OG one, which was sold to the guy which was sold to the half-orc by a elf by the name of Nymara Eldenwood, who sold it to him, and he was in the traveling caravan, the elven ones that are outside of town. So, before we head out, we stopped for dinner. We learned about the god swap history of our world from Killian and the Elwick incident. And I also put semi-slept with Godsweigen ?
We keep coming back to that. No!
Look, I don't know. Shit's weird. Anyway, we head out of town and go to the Elven Wagon encampment to find Nymara. We find him. He's an elderly elf who does seem to recognize Simi slightly. We ask him about the painting. He is cursed. He got it from trading boots with a halfling. Kiara Windrider, we go to talk to her. Her wagon is surrounded by a death aura of plant life. Yeah, all plants have died around her wagon. She bought the drawing from another shop, but there was a medallion from a package she delivered for the head of the caravan, who could have swapped from there. We go then talk to Elara Moonshadow, who is the caravan leader, who has an absolutely elegant wagon. Looking at him, he comes out and appears to be May/Simi/Risla's father.
Oh.
And I believe that's where we left it, Keith, if
Right.
I am not mistaken.
I believe you are correct, sir.
See, I take notes now.
He does, and he did very well. He did very well. So,
Anyone know funeral rites?
so Ilara is standing there, hands on Simi's shoulders, staring at her, having just uttered the singular word, daughter. But before we get to that, we have to figure out.
Let's just leave you hanging longer. It's
We
fine.
have to figure out what Rain and
Lyra.
Lyra
I heard Blyra.
have been up to this fine day, because you guys were not around for all of this shenaniganery.
Not fooling around in a barn.
No.
Is that code?
That sounds like
Probably.
a euphemism.
So it has been about a week since you guys dealt with the mimic. What would you have used that week for? Either of you.
I mean, aside from just, like, most of his time during the day, he probably actually is just spending time with Lyra, whatever it is she wants to do. But then at nighttime, he is sort of trying to figure out how the watches work around the dome, because he wants to be able to, like, figure that out so that he can get in and make sure that it's not going to spread. Because he's relatively certain that, you know, liches don't... They live pretty much forever, but they're not usually content to just stay, you know... Because if she's going to stay in there, that's fine. But he suspects she's not going to stay in there forever. She might just wait until the people who remember her are dead and then, you know, do bad things. So he's going to try to figure that out.
All right. Make me an investigation check.
24.
24. Okay. One thing you know for sure about undead, they do not require sleep, they do not require food, they do not require water. So you're fairly certain that all of the guards at the palace don't ever actually leave their posts.
Oh, I meant the ones that are, like, keeping people away from the,
okay. Okay.
the dome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting in. Just he got turned away by, like, city guard last time he went up.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I misunderstood what you were looking at. I apologize.
You're fine.
In that case, you are going to build up a pretty clearer picture of sort of what the Appellian Order / city guards have sort of erected around the palace.
Okay.
It is a very tight cordon around her seat of power, and around you're also starting to notice the old mausoleum. It's sort of whatever force field has been erected covers that part of the city as well. So the old not mausoleum, the old necropolis, the old city of the dead is covered, and so all of the patrols around that area include that as well. So it's really tight. You don't have any idea. You have no context for how big the city guard actually is.
Right.
You just don't. You don't have that inside information. But there is a sizable contingent of it tasked to either containing or keeping people away from what's going on in the palace.
Gotcha. Has he ever seen anybody cross the border between the two?
No.
Okay.
No. You have not seen anyone cross that border.
That's all for me.
Okay. You will also notice that there is a clear rotation of personnel, but there's always overlap. So it's like maybe a third of the contingent around the palace cycles out and is replaced at a time, but there is a 24/7 watch around the palace.
Okay. Store that away.
So Lyra, what would you be looking to do for this particular week, and what would you be dragging Rain along with you to do?
Cooking.
Cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cooking weird things.
So lots of trips to the marketplaces around town to see what you can find.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any monster hunting outside of town to get ingredients, or?
Potentially.
With Kevin?
Is Cabin still in the woods?
Yes, and he ate one person.
Was a bad person.
It was a bad person, probably.
A person, no matter their alignment.
Okay. So So at some point, you guys, the two of you, come back to Killian's shop. And as you do, you kind of sort of get there and you realize that no one else is around. The shop is closed up and nobody's there.
It's usually at least somebody around. Right?
Castian? Killian? Probably dead.
Oh, well, if they're not here, they're
That's
dead.
the natural response.
That was a bit of a leap.
Oh, yeah. It's Killian.
Your family's crazy.
You don't know the half of it.
I jumped it wrong.
Well, I don't have message because I haven't learned it from anybody yet.
Someone hasn't asked.
Yep.
If neither Castian nor Killian respond, you can just assume Castian has finally killed Killian.
I've done it.
Well.
Maybe there's Simi's place?
Yeah, but I don't want to go there too often or we might blow her cover.
That's true.
Is the mansion up?
No.
They could have left a note.
But, Sanctum still is, right?
Yes. However, it will go off at like 9 o'clock
Yeah.
because I usually cast it right as we get back. But as we currently are outside of the city and we are probably not going to be re-entering the city for the rest of the evening. It will probably go off around 9ish.
Do you want to check out the library?
Sure.
What library?
Just kidding. The door's not here.
Oh.
Was that code?
Could be.
They really could have left a note.
They could have. But again, this is Killian.
He's not the only one, though.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, none of you guys thought to leave a note.
We figured they were
It's
busy.
been a week. Okay, well, do you want to go get dinner? We have plenty of money for a good dinner.
Or we could make dinner in case anybody comes back.
Yeah, but they didn't leave a note. I'm not making them food if I don't know they're coming back.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh yeah, that was their
Then let's go get dinner.
I'll talk about that later.
We go get dinner.
Okay, so you guys are we're gonna do some little timey-wimey stuff here. You guys are heading out to dinner. Both of you make me a perception check real quick.
That's a very hard dice to see.
Kind of is. Unnatural 20.
9. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so Rain, you're clearly distracted by Lyra. Lyra, about 2 blocks ahead of you, you do see your friends, and it looks like they're making a beeline for the city gates.
Oh, hey, guys!
Not with my wisdom.
Yeah, they don't seem to see you, but you can actually, you can see them.
Tell you what, let's get dinner first, and then we can go find them.
No, we don't. They're headed to the city gate.
Yeah, let them go. They didn't leave a note.
But if they need help,
Then they'll call us. Yeah, what's his name? he has
What's
he
his
has
name?
the spell that can call people.
they won't.
I Are you sure you don't want to get dinner?
I do want to get dinner, but they will not call if they need help.
What's the fine dining experience like in the city?
Yeah, that's true.
It varies depending on where you are in, which district you happen to be
They can
in.
afford the good stuff right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
They use a
okay.
new cloth for each table they wipe down.
No. 2 words. Cloth napkins.
Ooh.
And who? Here. Because I heard you too. There you go. Yep.
You can tell our dining experience.
That was too
oh,
good.
napkins.
Fancy pants, McGee.
Also, Keith, what do we have on the table for advantages and whatnot? Just so
yes.
we remind ourselves.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because I threw it one at like
You threw a
everybody
lot
last
at
week.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still have a character advantage because I don't have it crossed off in my notes.
I know I spent my bless.
So there is a. So that's for Nate. Never mind.
that's gonna ferment for
that's
a while.
gonna be here for a while.
Ferment.
There is one character advantage on the table, non-specific. There is a tier 2 bardic inspiration on the table, which is a D8. There is a DM advantage. There's a second character advantage. Second character advantage for nobody. Danny has a character advantage. Second DM advantage.
Jeez.
There's a tier 1 bardic inspiration and a DM disadvantage and another character advantage for Chipper.
So Keith, you could just send a disadvantage to cancel out an advantage.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly
You
what
wanna do
I'm doing right now. So those are gone. There is still just a single character advantage. So here, you guys can take a look at that real quick.
I also just added it to my notes, so
All right, Andrew, load me up.
I was playing
Also,
with
I
all
just
five.
realized
Oh, there you go. That works.
Which ones worked?
Yeah. So there you go. I will have to pull that back at some point.
Chatty to me today.
That's Scritch through Cactus's phone because
New phone.
new phone who dis, and I
it's like the Joe
forgot that I
Biden
needed to
tweets
figure that
while
out.
he's debating and
Yep.
So,
wait a minute.
so there's that. So those are on the table for you guys as well.
Okay. Just so we're-
All right. So what are you
Okay.
guys doing?
Steven says, hear me out.
Hear me out, Italian.
So, I will run over there
Get back to it.
and tell them if they need us to message us, and then I can jump us over the wall.
What? No, I can see where this relationship took from.
Well, he was also like on a whole different plane.
That's true, I guess.
And if they need us, I can just jump us over the wall to their help.
Sending advantage to.
That's fantastic.
No.
Congratulations, dude.
Stun double or like just double? Body double.
Hey, now don't kill my dreams.
I have just thought of a way.
Oh, he's actually writing.
He's writing notes. It's never good when we say something weird. He's just like, that don't work.
What do you think?
About my body double?
Your body does.
Yeah. That's the kind of confidence I like to see.
Own that, buddy.
I mean, it's
Henry
Steven.
Cavill doesn't have
It's his
cheese.
favorite thing.
Doesn't
Cavill doesn't. What?
Nope. We're moving on. Moving on. Keep going.
Yeah, but rewatch the stream if you want to hear it.
Had some thoughts for how to make the use of the advantage disadvantage things go a little bit easier. Keep track of them better. So okay. So what are you guys
Or
doing?
we could
Sorry.
go join them.
Let's go join
guess.
If they are not off to do something stupid or dangerous, we can go get dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not getting dinner.
Nick probably has dinner.
So we try to
All
catch up
right,
with
so you guys are. I mean, you're 2 blocks off from them anyway, and you kind of keep an eye on them. As they leave the city, you kind of lose track of them for a little bit until you realize that they have left the main road and are heading off overland.
them. Yep, that checks out.
After a little bit, you guys sort of top this rise, and there is this campground, basically laid out in front of you. It is the elf traveling people campground is what it is, and there's all kinds of carts and wagons sort of pulled up all over the place. There's music and dancing, good food, cooking over campfires, and at this point I will take perception checks from the both of you again, because it has been a little while at this point.
Ooh.
I noticed nothing.
25.
25.
Are you sure?
Okay.
What's your bonus?
It's a,
Not enough to beat a 1.
it's a natural 1. My bonus is 10, so technically it's 11. But it was a natural 1.
Natural one. Food, dancing. Ooh.
That's true.
Oh.
Ooh. What was that?
This is familiar.
So you, Rain, actually looking down over this, you do kind of see your friends sort of ducking in and out and stopping at various wagons along the way. They seem to be stopping and talking to people and getting directions, and you're able to sort of like mostly follow them through the crowd. And it takes about 3 or 4 stops before you're finally able to sort of catch up to them. And the two of you sort of get to the back of the party right about the time that the guy whose door just opened pushes Killian out of the way, comes down the steps of his wagon, puts his hands on Simi's shoulders and says, "Daughter." And now we're all caught up.
Thank you for reading it for me. Nate usually catches those.
See, you can't sit by braiding.
So I was just like the visual was just funny.
You just imagine Killian being like,
There's like marks on the ground and you scraping along.
exactly. Oh, well,
Why are you touching me?
yeah, that's
That's valid.
Sorry, I lost my head there for a second.
Well, anyway, hello. I'm Lucas. We have been having a bit of an issue lately.
Only. and his eyes are still just glued on Simi.
Yes, of course. I'm going to ignore that because I can't read social cues. So,
Wait.
anyway,
Right?
yes.
Lucas is a small facet of me, you know? Same
Yeah,
entity.
Lucas, your Braden is showing.
Yes. But anyway, so we've been tracking down some a curse that's been moving between objects and objects, and it seems like currently the end of the trail leads here. Can you please look at me so at least I know you're talking to me, please? Hi.
I'm sorry.
Right, of course. But so the end
What
of the string.
what was all
has-
that?
We've been tracking down a curse that's been moving between items, and it has currently led us to your wagon.
CB turns and walks away.
And
I'm gonna follow Simi.
and currently we are aware
we'll
that
get to you
there
guys in a
is a
second.
medallion that may have been in your hands that may have been cursed. Could you help us elaborate on that?
I'm walking away. A lot of
Where
tension
did everyone go?
Why am I standing here alone?
Hi, Lucas.
Oh, hi! The echo around me is getting louder.
Right. Well, you see, and then there's just the sound of a bugle that comes out of his mouth, and he rolls his eyes.
Ah, I see. If you please take a seat over here, I'll deal with that, and then we can continue this
It's
conversation.
not every word.
No, I understand, but I can take care of that if you'll sit at this stool right here and give me like 10 minutes.
Do you want to follow them? I'll make sure he doesn't get himself into trouble.
There's so much happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so for 10 minutes you're casting your thing.
Yes,
Well,
because I no longer have quick incantations. I spent all of them today.
Right.
So,
So let's do the full ritual casting
it's
time.
full ritual casting time.
so we will go with everyone who is leaving the wagon.
Which I think is Simi, Killian, Kazik, and is Nyx in the Baby Bjorn.
Yes.
So also Nyx.
And
You gonna
Lyra?
follow?
Or not?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Alright, so,
you
you're
should have gone to dinner.
Alright.
We could have been eating like escargot.
So, Simi is leading the charge. Where is Simi going?
She doesn't know. She's just going. She's
You're gonna hear
walking
from
away.
you're gonna hear from behind you. There's a good punching tray over there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just going to go over to the good punching tree. Punching tree.
Okay.
Oh dear.
How long are you going to be there?
A minute.
It's just a little stick of a tree.
Oh no, it has to be a mighty tree. I can do a lot of damage.
Okay. So you stand there and punch the tree for a little while.
Yes, I do.
Killian's just gonna stand like 20 feet away, just waiting and making sure that nobody, especially making sure her father isn't stupid enough to come over here.
He's having a curse removed, so no.
For fuck's sake! Again? Why this again? And yeah, just like keeps hitting the
Okay.
tree for a bit. Once her knuckles are good and bloody, she'll stop and just kind of like wipe the sweat off of her face without realizing that she just smeared blood all over it, as one does.
As one does.
All the freaking time. All the freaking time. We can go now, right? They're doing the whole curse thing. We can go?
You can go.
Okay. She hasn't looked at your face to quite realize that there's a butt attached.
Oh no,
to
it's fine. Killian has his helmet on. Like you can't.
Oh yeah. So she starts walking.
Yeah, fine, baby.
You do you, boo.
Now I'm picturing the Mandalorian saying that. So I start to kind of make my way towards the I guess way we came in.
Okay. You're passing wagons left and right. There's still a sort of a celebration party going on. At certain points, you are invited to join in the festivities, join in eating food, dancing, what have you.
They are unbothered by the big smear of blood across my face and the.
Look at you.
Well, I
Festive
mean,
paint.
you do get some odd looks, but you have also seen people that have their faces painted, so it's like without looking too closely, nobody's really sort of. I mean, a couple of them give you sideways looks, but they're still inviting you to the
Granted, I
to the
guess
fires.
People were giving me sideways looks before I was bloody too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I'd be the one to like, oh hey, you have blood on your face.
That's fair.
Like,
That's a fair point.
If someone's walking around with blood on their face, don't talk to them. They've been through or done enough.
I don't have
That
inspiration
should
for
be-
you, Brady.
That should be a quote.
I'm on fire right now.
James, you were on it tonight.
What was the-
That was good.
They've been. Don't talk to someone with a bloody face. They've been through or done enough.
Yeah, so working my way towards the
Okay, if you don't stop, no one's going to stop you, and you will get to the far end of the camp and find the track headed back towards the city.
We followed them all the way out here.
So, Killian,
Well, so once she starts walking out, I'm just gonna slowly look over at Kazakh and Nyx.
I slowly look over with the meat stick.
I'm just eating a plate of food that was given to me. I'm not listening.
You're like, no.
Okay. Yep, that went well. Yep, I'm gonna head back over to Lucas.
all right.
Moving curse. Moving curse.
Okay, so we'll say that 10 minutes has elapsed.
Yes.
The spell goes off.
Okay.
So, and he's like, well, I suppose only time will tell.
Oh no, it's gone.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And he's going to sort of, his eyes are going to fasten on Killian, sort of look behind you. She's not coming back, is she?
Well, you didn't. So,
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
I had a hard time getting back from the other world.
look, it's not. I don't want to be in the middle of this, but no, I would not expect to see her again.
Hold on.
Well,
Been there, done that.
Oh! I just got it. Oh, okay.
I suppose
Was he
that's
not?
fair. From her perspective, I just disappeared.
There was a lot that happened to her in the intervening time, and most of it wasn't good.
Quite bad, actually.
You don't even know.
No, but
He
I
has
was
you
in
in
the
the
Imperial
order.
order. If my shit was as bad as yours, oh goodness.
If you wanted to write a letter and try and explain things, I can give it to her, but I make no promises. You're lucky that you still have all your limbs attached.
That formidable, is she?
I once saw her beat a man to death with her bare hands.
By just looking at it.
I thought you were gonna say with his bare hands.
Oh, that's even worse.
That is.
Or better.
Or better.
That is. That is at the same time very intimidating, but I feel like I also have a small spark of pride at that.
Well, not to get too far off topic, but we're still looking for the cursed item thing. You seem to be the last continuing thread with that, so
Yeah.
Good man.
That's because it's not here.
right.
Like, on this plane.
Oh, for
Oh, it's in
hell's
Faerun,
sakes.
huh?
Okay.
He's gonna. Okay,
Okay.
fun stuff.
So you brought it. It came over with you. When did it break?
It didn't make the trip back.
So you've just had a curse traveling around with you for a year?
Yes.
So why did it start jumping ship?
The curse itself jumped quite a long time ago. The effects are a little more permanent. Or at least that was my experience.
It's like herpes.
Actually, quite similar.
Sorry.
So,
Now, I will remind you, DM to DM to player, that what he said tracks with what you've seen. The curse would jump and leave the effects behind.
yeah.
Okay.
So you just happen to wind up at the location where it's been jumping?
I've been here with the camp since I got back.
You wouldn't happen to have its original vessel?
It's
It's
in
not
favor.
here. It's still
Oh, okay. So how
where I was for 20-something years.
Catch a tiger by the toe.
I did 8.
I was taken not long after she was born.
Wouldn't that be 30?
How old is Simi?
How old is Simi?
22?
Remember? Well, I think I
Remember
started
you're
when I
older
was
than
like
the rest of us.
24, and everybody was younger than me. But now we've been through like 2 years.
2 or
So
3.
20 works.
Yeah,
Okay.
close
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. Right, well,
Getting closer to 30.
So the medallion that you had Quira deliver.
Mm-hmm. That was
the object it attached to after it.
correct.
Okay. Okay, well, that's gonna put a damper in my weekend, but,
Fun stuff then. Great. Can you tell us anything about the nature of the curse or what item it was previously attached to before?
I can.
why do I feel like you're about to say some bullshit thing like an adamantine statue worth 25,000 gold pieces?
You have that in your vault, right?
You
That's a
have
very
quite
specific.
the imagination, my friend.
I've been through a long day and it just keeps stacking, so if I think the worst, maybe this will be good news.
It was my loot. Or at least the loot that I got once I got to that Waterdeep place.
You just in the back.
He makes like such good sausages.
And so you just had a cursed loot for all that time,
Apparently.
and it didn't do anything.
I mean, I wasn't... I was disoriented at first, getting thrown onto a whole nother world, into a whole different place will do that to you. Your friend in the back is nodding as though he understands what I'm talking about.
Yep. You actually you were in Waterdeep, weren't you?
Mhm.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Oh, which part?
now it's Killian's turn.
Not the good part.
Really?
Underground.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
The wet part.
And you're still alive. You must not have been very high up.
No. No, nor did I intend to be.
Yeah. Well,
So you had it. You didn't
I
notice
had
it was
it.
cursed.
I didn't realize it was cursed. I didn't really get many opportunities to leave the city to recognize what effects it was having on me, and then just when I had essentially carved out a new life there, I found myself back here, still cursed, although changed. Wasn't the same effects. And the next thing I know, this curse energy or whatever is jumping through items here in my cart. I did not realize that. I didn't realize it had jumped to the medallion I was sending off to one of my old acquaintances, looking for information on how to relieve myself of the curse, until it was too late.
what was the acquaintance's name? Don't say Seamus. Don't say Seamus. Don't say
Or do.
He was a wizard of some kind. What was it?
If it wasn't going to be Seonis, it is now.
Silas, Sirius, Sionis. Sionis, that's who it was.
Of course it was.
Sionas
Because the world is a very small place.
is wizard.
Okay then. Well, that pretty much ends that avenue of approach then.
Is he
Great.
dead?
Oh, Sionis? No, but I don't think he's going to be any help.
Oh.
Question. What did your loot used to do?
Well,
Oh, I know. That's obvious.
well, for starters, it. I did use it for a bit of an advantage in making coin. It made people that listened to me appreciate my music better.
Really a curse.
Hmm?
That's not really a curse.
No, that was the
Curses are usually like hidden in like the subtext of the creation of an item.
Yes, I didn't realize the curse until after I'd had the loot for a little while. While I was in Faerun, and it hasn't happened since I've been back, so that part is I don't feel so bad about. But while I was in Faerun, I had I had been cursed with a bit of lycanthropy.
It's like,
I'm just going to look at the Faerun people in the party.
I'm gonna look up at.
Does that mean
like,
anything to
did I
you?
just-
Werewolf people.
Oh joy!
You cursed with a little bit of that.
Hairy
Was
legs
it-
and a penchant for steak?
Only during the full moons.
Right into the beans?
Right into the beans.
No, missed the beans. It's in the sour cream.
Steph, just lick it.
I don't know who's touched this here.
To be fair, it has gone through some hands. I don't
We
dig those
don't
up and
watch those.
yes.
We probably should. Now that I think
For
about
next
it.
week.
Fumigate the bag.
That's a special one.
Only during the full moon.
Was it a
Oh my
wolf or were you aware
God.
chicken?
What?
I was a were ferret.
Of course you were.
I
That makes
choke
total
on my chicken
sense.
stick.
Chicken stick.
I have a
was-
chicken stick.
Trying to be
I think
funny,
there's a
but
different name for that. It's not actually lycanthropy. But
Um,
it is.
close enough.
it was. That's what I was told it was. And again,
So-
it hasn't happened since I've been back here.
So all the loot did was just give you some advantages for getting coin. And besides the, here we go. What
I
else
mean,
did
getting
it do?
coin and getting laid, but yes.
Coin advantages,
you leave
getting
me
laid
children back
advantage,
there?
getting.
Probably.
I don't know.
Oh.
Huh.
What? What? You just said my name? Why, after he said that?
It was just because that's shameful. But if you're not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna start it.
No.
Did it look just like a regular loot? Just any plain old loot? Okay.
Yes, to look at it, it was. I mean, it was a nice loot, but it was just a loot.
All right. Well, I think that's all we need from you, Mr. Moon Shadow. Oh, funny.
Yeah. That works.
Is there something? Do we want him to letter?
That's
Or-
up to him.
If you'll give me a moment, I do need to collect my thoughts. This might
Sure.
take. This might take a little while.
I don't think we're going to be getting
while-
back to
Misteltherapy, by the way.
Ah.
Misteltherapy.
Misteltherapy.
Thank you for that bit of
How does one spell that
Arcane
from my notes?
this will take me.
You just had me what it is.
This will take me a few minutes.
So I
do
made that up.
make
because I looked
yourselves
up the name for.
at home here. Celebrate, eat, drink,
Be merry.
be merry, and I will come find you when
Sure.
my letter is done. And he sort of stands and walks back into his wagon, pulling the door or closing the door behind him as he goes.
There you go.
Well, that was delightful.
How'd you guys get here?
We followed you.
Oh. Need to work on that.
On that walking thing.
No, the not
Not
being
being
seen
followed.
is not being followed.
We are a little conspicuous.
Yes.
Incredibly
as a group.
easy.
Uh-huh. A halfling, a middleman, a dragonborn, and
A dragonborn with a
and
baby.
yes,
With the halfling.
with a halfling, kind of stick out in a crowd.
I would not bring. I'm just gonna sort of gesture towards the Vardo you want to do, up to see me when you see her next.
I'm not an
Hadn't
idiot.
planned on
I wasn't planning on
It's a
it.
sore spot.
I look over to the bloodied tree. I can see that.
Her, as far as Simi is concerned, her father abandoned her and her mother, and then her mother had to give her up and left her at the Apellian Order monastery. And they, as I'm sure Lucas can attest, they don't treat you very. They're very hard on people, especially children that they're raising.
I suddenly have more of a connection. I was thinking, I'm like, oh.
So it's not happy memories.
Yeah, it's not great there. And from what I've heard, Rosk is probably the worst she could have got. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's awkward. Hey, you remember that one summer that you came and visited my family in our caravan?
Sure.
You don't, do you?
Well, your Lance was under the assumption you lived in town.
Oh no.
They'd be like, oh yeah, I part of Grandpa's education plan.
Oh gosh.
They essentially went and played golf all the time and just left us alone.
Now, what is
Yeah.
golf in your mind?
You take a little fucked up stick.
I am told that it is some sort of sport that involves a level of skill. All I ever saw was copious amounts of wine being drunk. Someone did wind up in a bog one night. It sounds like an excuse to drink for rich people, is what it sounded like. But
Hey, anyway, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure they probably have those little the puffed up flatbread things here.
oh yeah,
I'm willing to bet. Wanna go find them?
Yeah, actually, I just
Sure.
had some that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to find me, I'll be in a red Vardo.
You know what?
What?
why?
I'm not sleeping out under the stars.
I don't think we're planning on sleeping.
What? We can't get back into town
There's a plan. Oh yeah, we can.
after
Why-
dark,
why-
can we? Keith?
We did the last time we went out of the gates after nightfall.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And if you're looking to get back in without being noticed, we can get you back in.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
you
the
just go up and
issue.
over.
Yep.
What?
Easy.
Easy, he said.
I mean, yeah.
For you people. I'm fat. I don't know what's up with me today. I don't know.
Did you have caffeine today or
I
something?
mean, I have
Whatever is up with you though, I'm not hating it. It's kind of hilarious.
Man, it's actually happening.
He literally has a hoard of inspiration. Collecting it.
It's just we never roll in this game half the time.
That's fair. I feel like this is like
I will go
fair
enjoy
comedy
cakes
element.
for a while.
Okay, so while once as you know, people are doing whatever. Okay, I just had an idea. You remember when you pitched the idea of us doing like an arena fight, so we could get the idea of like which
What everybody can do?
right, but it went horribly, right? Because we did not consider the ramifications of our actions. If we organized like a tournament thing like that somehow, that would probably help Simi get her mind off of all that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back in the city, picture it. Sicily. Warehouse district.
Oh, jeez.
There are there's a group.
Shit pushed in.
So it's the warehouse district. There's a handful of roughs sort of backing out of one of the warehouses. They've got crates in their arms. One of them, the last one in line, is dragging a barrel that is trailing out behind it some sort of like black powder.
Oh, Lucas, this could have been us.
And he's got a torch, and he's about to set the
No, he's not.
powder on fire, and
Bloody owl from in the middle of the night.
just descends into the middle of this group
Feel so
and
bad for these
wails
people.
at him and goes to town. I'm not making you make rolls. This is all about
You're too
story.
angry.
Too angry. I
And
just bust
you
their
know,
heads.
less than a minute later, there's moaning and groaning, and guys have got broken arms and bloody noses, black
If
eyes.
you need a visual, look up what happened to
There-
the Joker after.
They're just like propped up on the leaned up against the walls. One of them is sprawled out in the middle of the street.
Jeez.
Would have been embarrassing.
As you see a set of city guards sort of round the corner into the alleyway, the owl just
Nope.
flies off.
I just imagine Kylo
Come
Ren.
around the corner. Nope.
It's the scene from the Batman where the big like one of Luther's thugs like looks in the room. And Batman just turns and looks at him. He closes the door and he walks past the other guy. He's like, "Anything going on there?" Nope.
Or the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not too long after, and not too far away, there are a couple of roughs accosting a young lady. Not for long. You just smash heads together
And now crippled.
and
That guy's
escort her to the end of the alleyway and back out into the crowd, making sure that she has someone to watch her on her way back home, and then you disappear into the night. Sometime later, in a different part of town, inside an abandoned apartment building, ground floor, a handful of men stand around a large crate of contraband weapons. Money is changing hands. all at once, out of the corner, there is this owl-shaped shadow that just mows through everybody.
I am the knight.
And you go on an absolute Batman spree this night.
Owlbear-Man.
For the weapons dealers, a note gets dropped off by the next passing set of guards to look in this specific place, and they'll find something of interest. You finally get back to your place. And you sort of swoop in through the window to your bedroom and are standing there, covered in gore, panting hard, and you start to pull off the mask and the accoutrement, and there's the flick of a match, and Acherai is lighting the lantern next to the bed. Been a busy little bird tonight, have you?
Oh, jeez.
Get out.
You mean that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but if you ever want to talk about it, let me know. And he turns and heads for the door. He pauses, hand on the doorknob, and he turns and he sets just a piece of parchment on the side table next to the bed, and then he leaves.
What's the parchment say?
It's a series of instructions for how to deal with a wandering curse separated from its home plane.
She just kind of sinks down onto the bed, like. And figures that she will tell people tomorrow.
Okay.
She does not sleep.
All right.
Danny, I've been playing this game for almost close to 8 years now. That was the most badass response and scene I've ever seen in a game. Holy crap.
Well done.
That
Well
was
done.
so cool.
I can count the number of inspirations I have gotten since we started this campaign because Simi's so fucking awkward on one hand. Thank you.
But that was such a good scene. Holy crap, I want to use that one day.
So for the rest of you, it's about a half hour of drinking and eating and dancing if you want to, whatever you guys are doing. But it's about
sandwiches.
It is about a half an hour. It is about a half an hour before Ilara comes and finds you, and he's looking specifically for Killy, which is not hard to do. But he's seeking you out because there's something in the dynamic of the group. He feels like you're the guy that can get this done, if
With the half of
if it can be done.
Baby Bjorn with the corn dog
Yeah.
doesn't inspire a sense of
So he does
Imagine
hand
one
you.
in 10.
He does hand you an envelope, and it's actually, it's not super thick, but it's a little thicker. It's not a single sheet. He has not written just a simple, small note. You'll know better than anyone, I think, when she'll be amenable to this. Thank you for delivering it, and if I can do anything to help her or any of you, let me know.
Duly noted.
I
Keep that
will
in mind.
leave you to it. Good evening. And then he turns and walks away.
Well,
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
just let me know when it happens, so I am nowhere near.
Pick a good time and place to
Yes.
both contain it and let her process
So
it.
like
Yeah.
several years from now?
Maybe.
Maybe never.
If
you
ever.
never know.
Yeah. Yes.
I will have probably shown my tortilla paper to people. Been like, looking for her, this person.
I mean, if you're looking to find somebody, a traveling group is not the worst people to ask.
Yeah.
But
True.
Yep.
I mean,
I
using
don't
the
know that a
tortillas
tortilla
is a
paper.
little
Yeah.
It is, I mean, you know, where the poster came from. So.
I have like my corner. I'm like, sometimes I have good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Ketchup or mustard falls off. Simulate with it.
Wasting good condiments.
The baby Bjorn is designed so there's cup holders.
Yeah.
It's like morphing into this. Still say I'm like, you're like, I'm not crying.
So, about a minute or two before Ilara comes out, you actually find a woman who older woman, that doesn't, and she sort of squints at your paper. Oh yeah, I saw. Where was she? I saw her over in Openshaw.
Really?
Yes, but that was
She got
4
the
weeks
gender right.
ago.
Open Shaw? Do I know that?
You've not seen that particular town?
Oh, 4 weeks ago. Trail's cold, Kazakh.
Isn't that warm? Warmer than it's been.
I guess.
We have a direction.
Take it right out.
Do you get the
There's
steak too?
yeah. there's a stick.
Bites through the stick and starts crunching. There was a bone in this one.
Kazakh,
Oh no.
make me a perception check, please.
There's a pale blue elf.
He's like, let her eat the stick.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay.
That's a 9.
Mario.
You don't have any advantage?
I mean, there is.
Yeah,
some
yeah, if you want to take one
There
of
are
your
two
advantages.
advantages on the table. There's a 1d8 inspiration and a 1d6 inspiration.
If you want to
Just
use
use
one of
them
those, go
all.
for it. Yeah, they're just going to be sitting there if we don't use them.
A D8 and a D6.
We're about to hit.
Yeah, you
Didn't
wanna use
somebody
the-
give Daniel specifically advantage?
Yes, there is
Yeah.
one specifically
Yeah.
for
From Ace.
from Ace.
For Henry Cavill's double.
So if you want to,
That is, so that's character advantage specifically.
so if you want to roll that again, let's see if you can get higher.
Nice idea. Good idea. All right.
And
What's the wrong?
No.
There you go.
All right.
which what was that?
So 17 with
With the bolt inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have both the bardics.
Yeah.
Both the bardics.
Yep.
Okay.
You might as well spend them because
Yep.
they're just gonna be sitting there. if they
All
don't.
right. So 17. Okay. This is a lively camp. A lot of stuff going on.
Too lively for me.
Lots of campfires, lots of dancing, lots of drinking, lots of food. You know, good time being had.
Well, for them, not for me. I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of lively,
Your
deadly.
Daniel is showing this.
Yeah.
So you
you guys are having way too much
so
fun. I hate it.
so you find yourself sort of standing on the outskirts of one of these fire rings, watching all of the tomfoolery happen. And you glance down, and there is another figure sort of on the outside of the circle with you. Lying down, sort of facing away from the fire, knees up to their chest, covered with a blanket. And as you watch them, they are unnaturally still.
How far away from me are they?
I mean, they're 10, 15 feet, and not super far away. You only kind of notice them because your eyes are just sort of dancing all over.
Okay. Yeah, I start slowly walking over just to see if maybe I can get their some movement out of them from their peripheral vision or something. No?
No movement at all. And there's like a cold shudder that sort of runs up your spine. This is entirely too familiar.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Nyx, in this whole party thing, would you be in the beginning the whole time, or would you be out looking for more snacks? Or are you...
I assume you're enabling me, so if you stop enabling me, I will get out and more food.
I will leave the mother. I will leave the mothership to go scout.
All right, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much what it is. That's exactly what it is. I need to go get more snacks. I'll be right back. Okay. No, in this kind of a scenario, no, you should be with me. So I kind of give her a nudge and I say, "Be serious." One more joke.
Alright.
Wiping high from my
Those are your
face.
corn dogs. I just remember we had talked about how your hands must always be sticky or greasy. Just sitting in the harness and there's corn dog sticks just right here.
That is a child's car seat. It's a
Yep.
car seat.
Yep.
So I stick,
That's
stick my hand and
disgusting.
I'm like, alright.
Oh my gosh,
Alright.
that's so funny.
I approach the person and I give him a cautious nudge with my foot, just a...
No response. No reaction.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Nudge him harder.
How hard?
Oh
I
Pumped him across the field.
Are you awake?
I don't want to touch him. So corn dog sticks. I like to imagine that was a full corn dog, and Nick's just all in one go. Man, that metabolism.
Never gained a pound.
That's not true.
I take the corn dog stick and I just
Much more.
give
Nice.
more push of a
Okay.
and just try to get him to move. Nothing.
No movement. As you're sort of pulling away, though, that there's still enough whatever on the stick that it sort of sticks to the blanket and pulls the blanket away. And as it does, one hand sort of flops out, and you recognize that this person has been drained to a husk.
Dehumidified.
This is what the bad guy is now. He's the dehumidifier.
I have to take a note of that. I gotta use that.
Isaac's just too juicy for them to pass up.
What kind of being is it? Now
Looks to be an elf.
I instantly draw my sword and I look around. I don't know. Like how many people are in the direct vicinity right now?
So there's about a dozen or so, including not including your friends, around this particular fire, but it's one of many fires. Okay. This camp is actually pretty large. It's been it's probably 250 wagons in the vicinity, and each of these wagons houses multiple people, or can house multiple people. Okay. You're thinking, all told, there's probably 300, 400 people in the camp right now.
What?
Should we ask him what happened?
Why do you have that look on your face?
Because somebody remembered to prepare her spells.
Oh. I was like, do you have it prepared?
Yes. I did not print out the thingies because it wanted to print out all 57 pages of the spells.
That does happen.
Yeah, if you can cast it quickly. Yes.
What does it need?
I'm gonna unholster you and put you down. And
Unholster.
He unholsters his nicks.
Just just a whole
incense,
cake of
a vocal thing,
juices.
and is M a movement?
Yeah.
So it's usually
The residue.
so it's
Somatic
vocal.
material. M is material.
Material,
Yeah.
burning incense. Okay.
The incense is not necessary unless it costs a certain amount of gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I would like magic. Raise it.
Magic, raise the dead.
Sorry, raise dead.
Speak with that. Sorry.
That's like those are two very different spells.
I didn't prepare that one. Magic. Speak with it.
Okay, speak with dead. So that lets
She could raise dead.
How long does this last?
10
5
minutes.
questions.
5
Yeah.
questions.
10 minutes.
Okay.
So as you cast the spell, there is this sort of ephemeral blue glow, and the spirit of the elf sort of sits up and looks around.
Never get to do this.
Oh, jeez. I say, gosh, 5 questions.
How does this work?
This is so this is Daniel Strong.
What should we ask?
We're about to get the scene from the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What? I didn't see the movie.
What should we ask?
Oh. How long ago were you killed?
I don't think it would know that because it doesn't know stuff since it died.
Oh, what a bitch.
She's like, excuse me?
I have a duty.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, Lance,
Was
put your thumb back out.
Oh, okay, all right.
was
Didn't
the
understand the question.
Okay.
was the person that did this to you in this camp? Man.
I'm staring at the face of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning I'm staring at Keith's face right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice anything? Its expression? Is it just staring lifelessly?
It's just, I mean, it's staring at you,
Let me remember.
Nyx.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, but would Nyx get it?
I'm like,
Okay.
Roll me a wisdom roll.
Okay.
Just
Let's see.
Hand is freezing.
My head
Just
is really
wisdom?
warm.
just straight wisdom.
9.
Nyx does not get it.
So I'm like, why is this working?
One.
Because you're not asking the questions.
Oh, Kasich. I forgot I have to ask the questions.
Oh, damn it!
Okay, wait, okay. What,
Ask him.
Does what count?
What?
If the person that did this to them is part of this camp.
is the creature that did this to you part of this camp?
No.
You said no.
Thanks. I heard that.
If I had more, I would give you one.
Jeez. Okay. How many were there?
How many were there that killed you?
Yes.
Just one.
Sauce on it. Okay, so just one.
You should,
Well, okay.
why?
Well, then-
W-H.
I'm
I was supposed to, does that count?
Why what?
Crap.
Why did it attack you?
Why did it attack you?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
Well, thank you.
The questions you
We
guys
could
asked were stressing.
wait for 10 days.
I wasn't prepared. I was like, like the thing is gone.
It's the scene where you pull up to the drive-through and you're like, oh, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want?
I'm sitting right here, sir. Please order.
Okay,
Whenever you're ready.
so
Whenever you're
no,
ready.
it's not. Nothing killed it. That's here.
So what did
which
you
is
do?
There's
good.
only one,
There was one. It's not here.
and it's not part of this camp. But we didn't ask if it was somebody that they might have known,
What it
seen
was.
before.
If
Well, I
we
know what
keep
it
the body
was,
for
yeah.
10 days, I could try again.
Oh, right. I forgot we did.
Yeah, just drag
Also,
around that
so
body
far,
for 10
none
minutes.
of the rest of us have been clued into what's going on.
Well, I don't know where everybody is.
Marrying.
Marrying.
Let me see.
Because
if
we're
I-
so hard to find.
Let me
Yes.
see if I have anything else in my
I don't know. I feel like you and I would be hard to find here.
To Kazakh, all elves look the same.
Unless they're blue.
I'm gonna pick up the body. No, sorry. First, I want to ask if anybody nearby has like seen this person before, like if they knew how long they were there. I'm
Okay,
sure it's
so are you starting to stop people and ask if they've?
Hey, that dead body over there. Do you know how long it's-
No, I'm just thinking
This
if
guy.
it's people around a fire. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. If there's somebody that's just like been standing there, just watching or just hanging out, I'm just gonna ask if they've seen this person. I'm gonna say that this sleeping person's been here for a while. Do you know how long they've been here?
So most of the people around the fire aren't just like standing still. They're you know
They're partying, they're
partying.
raving.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're partying pretty good.
Okay. Then I'm
Whoa,
going to.
slow down, Maurice.
What?
It was laying there like it was sleeping.
Yes.
So did someone come back and make it look like it was sleeping, or did they suck the life out of it while it was sleeping?
That's a question that we could have asked.
The jab your Achilles. We're not
Question we could have asked.
Now been shivved with a corn dog.
Thank you. That's yeah. I'm gonna pick up the body, and I leave it covered, just to make it look like it's been
Okay.
sleeping or passed out or something. Hiding all the hands and limbs and whatever, so that way they don't draw attention. And I'm gonna go to.
I mean, you do get some odd looks for picking up this person, but
Bro.
nobody's gonna stop you.
Bruh.
I want to rifle through its pockets. For clues!
And money
No,
and snacks.
No, stop.
Dad,
We're gonna take it to the head caravan guy, and we're gonna see if he knows anything about this person.
we killed it.
Nothing in this world can kill this person. He might even know.
Move
Something.
the pockets.
Hmm?
Move the pockets. I have no pockets to mimic. I'm reaching in the
You're gonna open that? Are you sure you want to do that?
Don't.
We
She's
made
already,
it.
she's already touched my dice.
Yeah, what could one more time hurt?
And then you.
That's not.
Yeah, that's
true.
not how that works.
You gotta build up your immunity.
No. So I want to go take it to the
To
the
Laura?
leader. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get back to his wagon, and he does have the door closed behind him again. There looks like maybe a lantern lit inside.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna knock heavily.
You hear footsteps, and he opens the door. Can I help you?
We found this.
Yes. We have something of urgent matter here. I need to show you, and I need you to identify this person. There's a lot to explain. I didn't kill them. She didn't kill them.
Oh,
We found them.
What an open.
I did not murder this person.
But you'll see in a second what I'm talking about. Just please, we need to go inside so it's out of eyesight of everybody.
You're talking about not killing people and wanting to get me alone in my wagon.
Yeah.
This does
We're
not sound.
already alone.
Fair point.
If I wanted
That's a
you dead,
fair
you would
point.
already be dead.
All right, sure.
Not as dangerous as I look.
Well, that's a relief, and he's just gonna sort of pat you on the top of the head.
My cord now.
Next. So I put the
Do it
person
again.
down and I
Okay.
say, "Do you recognize this person?"
Yes.
Dehumidified.
Yes, actually, that's Kaylin Sunstrike.
When was the last time that you saw her?
Alive.
Alive, yes. Well, I'm assuming last time you saw her was she was alive, but yes.
Good point.
Earlier this evening, right before the festivities kicked off, would have been about 3 hours ago, I suppose.
Has the curse ever killed anyone before as a jump to
Not that
No.
not that I'm aware of. No,
This
at least not directly. I won't vouch for what I did.
This isn't a curse.
Faerun.
This is something kind of like a vampire.
And the camp packs up and moves.
There's a lot more to it than that, but basically, this person sucks the life force out of whatever it can find, and
It's just a Sanderson sister.
that's how they
So-
sustain themselves. This person was attacked by that being. I've seen this before. And
Do you think it's still around?
well,
Police
according to
know.
the ghost, they said that they had never seen this being before. So I'm assuming it's not part of your group, but it is around here.
Okay.
I highly suggest that you and your camp leave.
We will
as soon
have
as
to
possible.
relocate, yes. I know a spot out on the North Road where we can probably set up camp and be safe.
That's where cabin is.
Kazik doesn't know
I
that.
don't know.
No.
Do I know though?
I don't think you.
No, you would have been. with
She
me.
did. She went with when
Oh,
we
yeah.
took
Oh.
Cabin out.
Oh
Do I
yeah.
remember?
Make a wisdom
question.
check.
Question. Yeah, Lyra would know,
Let's
but
dislodge that 17. my pluses. Is it just straight? Sorry.
Just straight wisdom.
Do I add any of my pluses for wisdom?
do you have
Do you have pluses for
You
wisdom?
add your wisdom bonus.
What is your wisdom bonus?
History is
Plus
intelligence.
5, so
Okay.
it's 17
Ooh,
plus
nice.
5.
Crystal clear clarity.
22? Oh, yeah, cabin is out on the North Road.
Ooh, the north. North road.
Cabin
No
to
good.
vampire?
No good there.
We've camped out there before.
There's a dead horse there now, and it's
So we'll
And it's getting beaten.
so we'll bury it.
there's a dead horse because something is there killing big things. North side, no.
Very
So
convincing
we'll get
argument.
the city guards to clear out whatever's killing things up there.
Charm person.
I was Keith, if I may, since this is all happening after we've been given the letter from outside the cabin here. Hey, have you seen Kazakh? I'm trying to round everybody up so we can head back in, but I haven't been able to find him, and he's kind of hard to miss.
You sense is telling me see me is doing justice.
I cast charm person.
Nope. Jeez.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
He said something about not wanting to be like confined by all the people.
So what? I mean, what's the DC? I
Oh,
assume he
that's
gets a
right. I
save.
don't get to roll.
Yeah, it's 8
It's
plus your wisdom.
17.
17. Yep. Nope. He's gonna fail that.
Oh, charm person.
Like,
Okay.
Wait, so-
Keith, I have some bad. Well, I actually have bad news for you.
Yeah. He's like,
Elves
He's an
can't be
elf, yep.
charmed.
no.
Look, okay.
what? Were you
No.
dying?
They have advantage against being charmed. Sorry. They can't be put to
Oh,
sleep.
that's right. They have advantage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
This
We could-
go for another another roll.
Oh.
Wait, this side? This side.
Mhm.
Okay. You.
Okay, so that's a natural 18, and he'd have, as a bard, he'd have pretty high
Oh,
charisma,
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
okay.
but he'd still be pretty good with wisdom too. So yeah, he's gonna beat your spell. It's like,
Nix.
what were you trying
Nix.
to do?
Nix. Nix. Look at me.
Oh, when charm person doesn't work, the next thing that happens is
Fireball.
It
Nix.
usually works.
Nix.
flame
Stop.
strike.
I'm gonna pick her up and I'm gonna put her in the Bajorn.
You're kidding. Stab you with a little cord stick.
It doesn't even use your skills.
The trip goes
I apologize,
to the
she's-
North Road.
This is she doesn't know and she doesn't understand right now what we're going through. Just please stop.
Yeah, charm person again. But I'm getting
What do you have against me moving our camp to the North Road?
There is danger up there.
What kind of
The
danger?
kind that I keep
How
there.
did Liberty say?
Like if there's a vampire, eat the vampire, Kevin.
Apparently there's something dangerous in the woods out there. I don't know, not what we're talking about here, but she clearly does not think that you should move there. She's worried for your life. Please listen. I don't know what it is. She wouldn't lie to you.
Fine, I'll take the South Road then.
That's where we kept the other mimic.
Oh wait, the dire wolves down there.
I'm gonna try and okay, Nix. I'm gonna set you down. Can you please go get Killian and the rest of the group? Can you do this for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All with dignity I can muster with my cord stick.
She's gonna stomp her way out of
Walk
the.
out. And I'll close the door and I'll be like, Killian!
Yeah, so I've rounded you guys up and I'm like, I don't know where I don't like when people call my name like that.
Killian!
Do you like it?
Do
when
you
people call
even
your
know
name
his actual
ever?
name?
Ooh,
Not really.
Wait,
Hang on.
what did I write down as your name?
One sec.
And Killian's just been going by Killian, right?
I just put down Killian.
I have just been going by
Okay.
Killian. I haven't.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been the confusing one.
Right. Gotcha.
So I haven't been able to find them. Well,
That makes that easier.
Yeah, that does make that easier.
Killian.
I'm gonna look around for the source of the noise.
There's a familiar gnome standing on the top step of Ilara's wagon.
This guy's bird stops.
Snacks, hang on. I'm gonna like turn to the nearest food vendor and be like, hey, I need whatever you have as fast as you can. I will bring whatever food was closest at hand to you.
Finally, some respect.
Anyway, so now that you mention it, No Liar, I don't think I do like it when anyone says my name, because it's never really good things that my name gets called for. People don't say, hey, Killian, because they're like, want to give me money or they're happy to see me.
Well, I didn't have money
Hey, Killian,
until very shortly.
you have very nice eyes.
You can't see
You can't see his
Killian's
eyes.
I was gonna say it.
Oh, that... Haha.
I've
Funny.
seen your eyes.
Seen it
Maybe.
before.
Come over here.
Question mark.
Nix, where's your keeper?
Oh, shit.
Fireball.
I have my hands full of. But I'm like. Hasek is in there with the guy, the man.
Why?
Brandon.
I can't say.
Why not?
I'm just gonna step around her and walk in.
There may or may not be a dead body.
What did you do?
What? Why?
No.
Go ahead, see
no,
me
we
spray.
didn't kill them. It was like a vampire.
Wait, like the husk thing?
Yeah, like.
It's so like you're not gonna believe her.
Okay, so Kazak's in there. Okay. I'm gonna step in.
Okay, so
Alright.
I mean the door
So,
is
I was
closed.
gonna say, I will I will open
Okay,
the door.
Open the door.
It's gonna become very
it's
crowded, Vardo.
very, very tight at this
I'm not going
point.
back in there.
Honestly, Killian can get in and maybe one other person.
I think you went in ahead of me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are inside. Kazak is there, Ilara is there, and laid out on the bunk is sort of the dried out husk of an elf, who is still sort of curled up in basically fetal position, knees on their chest.
Ooh, that's not good.
Big
Is this the thing that?
Yeah, that's been hunting me.
Taking 10 minutes just to cast a spell.
Okay,
so let me
so
know
we
when 10
should
minutes
ask
go by.
Lucas to find it.
Okay. I didn't know it was this close.
That's fine. We can ask Lucas to find it and maybe get Simi back.
Okay.
I don't think we want her back in her current state, but
Well, and her current state is probably the best state to be in.
How long ago did this person become deceased?
About within the last 3 hours.
Within the last 3 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? I don't like big
Lucas.
vampires.
What type of creature is it?
Not one that was familiar to me.
I have a history of being hunted by for sport by what you would think of as vampires. They basically suck the life essence out of your body. It's not like a regular vampire would with blood, but it's almost like they're sucking your soul out of your body. As they drain you of your life, you wither and die. You grow old and die.
Okay.
These beings are also very strong, especially after they eat. They have very quick regenerative powers, so if you were to stab them, slice them,
Sure.
they will heal relatively quickly.
Are they undead?
No, they can be killed. They, and like the way that I can see them is they're kind of like a mix between a drow and I don't know. something else.
And you
This
said
is,
they
I'm gonna
had-
drown
they-
a vampire.
You said they have kind of a tint to their skin, right?
Yes, they're kind of like a blue gray.
And they are hunting
for sports. Yes.
Okay. So let's have you very conspicuously and in good sight of everyone leave the camp
Alrighty.
and see if we can't lure it out of the camp.
Yes. I don't. I can go alone, but nobody else should be alone.
Well, so
I will be with
are
you.
they going to? Well, hold on. Are they only going to be interested in coming after you if you are alone? Are they going to be put off
No.
or deterred by a group?
No.
Great. Then yeah, we all leave together. So, time to go.
Time to go.
It goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Locate creature on the nearest husk creature within
Well-
within 1,000 feet.
We're just gonna find a string of dead bodies.
Wouldn't that be the one in the?
No, the husk creatures he was talking about, the ones that hunt people.
Oh no,
They're
they're not husks. They
Yeah.
create husks.
The husk making creatures.
Doesn't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're called, but the husk creating creatures within 1,000 feet.
How specifically do you have to be able to identify
Yeah,
what you're searching
let
for?
me look it up there.
It's a good question.
Also, what would you prefer we call them?
What
copyright
name would he
purposes.
know?
Would Kazakh have a name for them? That's like not just one Kazakh uses, like that he personally decided on. Like, would you know what they call themselves?
No, I didn't think of it. I just
Okay.
the Wraith. I mean,
I hate to use that.
I do too.
Could just call them the Hunters.
Specters.
I like that. The hunters. Yes.
Okay, the Hunters.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the
The
nearest
spell
creature
is
of a
not going
specific
to work
term.
because these are not familiar to you.
Yet.
Yet.
Once we lure one out and kill it.
I'm sure I'll find out eventually.
Yeah, let's be very conspicuous about leaving and see if anything follows us.
Then I will try detect good and evil. So 10 minutes I'll start casting that. So
Well,
just let me know when that goes off.
I could
Okay.
follow behind a ways invisibly, see if anybody
Can you-
pops out.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No,
go for
Can you? I don't. Can you move around while you're casting?
That is a good
I-
question. I have no
I
idea.
don't think it
I don't think-
specifies.
It doesn't
Um,
specify because it assumes like you can always just be like moving and casting when you're doing like spells. I will
would-
allow you to rule.
I would say
how
it,
you-
it might depend how you would define ritually casting a spell.
Yeah, I lean more towards ritually casting something you can't move.
Okay, then I will just let the whims of the world take me.
Lance has a rule question with that.
Uh huh.
Can he not engage in the act of moving, or so like if we put him in the baby Bjorn, he is technically stationary. He is not focusing on movement, but he is being
I'm
moved.
not going to do that.
Yeah, no,
He might get
that's
attacked by
that's
Nyx.
that's more
I have to be
letter of the law versus
Okay,
spirit of
that's-
the law
that's- I
kind of
wasn't
thing.
sure.
I
like,
imagine
what
I
is
have to
this?
be grounded. Like grounded
it's
to the...
it's one of those. It's a concentration thing. So even
Right.
even.
And
Okay,
also, I'm not
have
used to
someone
being a
else
baby
moving.
Bjorn.
Yeah, for future reference, if we had a cart with us and he was riding in the cart,
It would depend on context because
Okay.
because riding in the cart while you're I don't know fleeing from something. And,
no, I'm just
yeah.
assuming like normal overland travel. Like if he was riding in a vehicle, does that
Again, it would the context would
depen-
kind of
yeah.
matter. Depend. It
Alright.
would depend on how complicated the thing is that he's trying to do.
Okay.
Yep. All
Yeah,
right, well,
so let's
yeah,
leave. Let's not do that because I don't want to risk any of us having to
caught off.
face it alone, especially where unless you're Kazakh, we don't really know what they.
Hi, Nova.
I know.
Nate, I love you.
No!
All right, well, let's
Happy
head-
late birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday!
Happy
late
Oh,
birthday.
so wait, Nova is Nate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Nate.
Well, Alara, it was good meeting you. I hope you were able to get everyone to a more safer location.
Yes, it's going to take a moment because, well,
It's dark.
it's dark and they're all partying, and they're not going to like that I am going to want us to move.
I mean, if we leave and it's
You probably
Sort of.
don't need to move as long as
Are you
we. Well, it sounds like whatever this is after our friend here. So
If it's hungry, it might want more people. I
It
would say
wouldn't.
just be careful. Keep an eye on.
I
we
don't
have
think you or
security.
your people are the primary target here.
Okay.
I think this was circumstantial.
But
Okay.
Have
that doesn't
security on
make
the
me
lookout.
feel any better.
I wish it did me. Make me feel better. All right. Well, wish us luck.
Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks. This will be fun.
Getting
So I guess
back
we're going
to
home.
town.
I know. We could have just gotten dinner.
Ah, but now you're with us, so you can help us keep watch for the thing that is hunting Kazakh as we leave.
You didn't have dinner?
Also,
Oh,
there's
no,
so much food.
No, we ate, but we were going to go to a fancy dinner before we saw you guys leaving. And I convinced him that wherever you guys were going was going to be dangerous or a bad idea, and so we came with you.
Why didn't you listen?
Most of the time, it's not dangerous because by choice.
That
Like this
changes
isn't
nothing.
supposed to be dangerous.
Did you message me?
No.
No, I don't.
I know what you're going through. Very little.
And we're
So
far enough outside
I'm
of
not
town, and you're not
gonna-
going to get here in time.
That's fair.
So we're going to very conspicuously leave so that the thing hunting Kazakh can see us.
Do we want to make it extra conspicuous?
Yes, because I'd like to have it try and follow us out so we can
Yeah.
double back on it.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have like dancing lights or some random. Hold on.
I think that
You
would
can
be
make
quite
like
useful,
do like
'cause
a
I can't-
showmanship, like. Thank you.
Magic missile.
I think that would be nice because I don't have dark vision.
Wisdom or?
Perception is
wisdom.
wisdom based, yeah.
So, can I use my cantrip?
Elven Cam.
I'm just kidding. This is a.
Yeah.
Can I put enhanced ability wisdom on?
Sure.
And as we leave, I'm going to play. What did I say that I played? I'm going to play my flute and have my mage hand like throwing pretend glitter. It's going to be very obvious that we're leaving,
Oh.
and I'm going to throw the glitter close to Kazakh.
What song are you
She's
playing?
gonna glitter you.
I'm playing.
Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Yes.
So we're halfway through the intro by the time we leave
Yeah.
camp.
Exactly.
Needed to have some last to it,
All
so
right.
you're still playing like a couple miles in.
So as we're getting ready to go, Kazan's like, it sounds like from what Kazakh said, correct me if I'm wrong, Kazakh, it sounds like none of us should try and take this thing
No.
on our own.
No.
We need to probably handle it as a group. It sounds like they heal really fast, they're really strong, they can suck your life energy out.
Glad we all know what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I grabbed the body.
We should probably leave the body so they can bury it.
Yes.
And that's right. It is your people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't.
Unless the body is important for some reason.
I don't know. Unless there is there anything we can gain from it now by studying it. I don't know, but yeah, I guess we can.
Can I add a little bit of lore?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I mean, we could take it. As long as their family knows that they're gone, so they have that bit of closure. Bodies don't matter once the spirit's gone.
Nice.
It's just a bunch of flesh.
True,
Oh no.
but What? I also thinking about trying to get past the gates. I don't really know what to say. To
We can always go
security.
up and over.
Yeah. No big deal there.
Well, just so I think it's valuable to take it back, just so that way you guys know what to look for.
Okay. Yeah, we can see if there's any things we can protect against.
Would the merriment have counted as a short rest? I will leave that up to you.
Wasn't quite a full hour, so no.
Okay. Good. I am a little more limited to what I can do then. That's fine. That's totally fine.
So it sounds like our bard is going to make a very showy exit,
Okay.
and I assume
You
the
guys
rest of us
make
are
a-
going to keep real close watch for anybody who follows us out.
All right. So you guys make a real showy exit, and make a spectacle of yourselves leaving the camp. You do have to stop the conga line from actually following you guys out of camp.
I'm just that good a performer.
Good job.
But you are able to make your way out of camp. Everyone who is leaving at this point, make me a perception check behind you guys.
I'm also gonna send up my homunculus to
You
fly
have
above
advantage,
us
Daniel.
to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Okay.
Who will do way better than me.
I have 16.
16? Okay.
11 for me. 22 for my homunculus.
Okay.
19, unless you want to take my passive, which is 20.
Okay.
Why do you roll?
Okay.
Because he asks us
9.
to. And I could get
With
higher.
your advantage. Wow. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So as you guys are leaving camp,
It's so nice.
it's a nice night, or it's edging towards night. If it's not already night, it's probably already night. But it's nice. It's quiet, but there's still plenty of wildlife noises around you guys. You don't get a sense that anything is following you or in the woods or anything like that. Your homunculus does not see anything following along behind you guys.
Didn't work.
How are they
Too showy?
tracking?
I'm not sure. I think it's probably some sort of I don't know, magical thing. I have
It's
no
like
idea.
a blood spell.
A
What
what?
if we
What's
give
that?
you a blood transfusion? So they can't track you with your blood anymore.
I don't know. That's
I
a
don't
good
know if that's a
idea.
thing.
What?
Is that a thing?
It is. However,
I don't know that any of us are qualified to attempt that, nor do I have a large stock of dragon blood or dragonborn blood on hand.
I mean, I'm
But do you
qualified,
have a
but I don't
stock?
have.
Of blood?
Of dragonborn blood?
No.
You don't
Not
have any
yet.
large stock.
That's the only thing.
So
small
kill,
stock, yes.
yeah, I was like, when you say kill, like, no, not yet.
And we need to talk about when you plan on having that, so that way I'm aware.
I mean, you keep those vials of blood, right?
Oh, I just usually
Oh.
keep some.
Everyone's like, "Ooh."
Wait, what?
Okay, this is gonna sound a lot worse than it is. I tend to keep a vial of blood of each of my compatriots on hand.
Just in case.
Okay.
That's a lot of blood.
Sorry,
Have
just,
you
as,
taken
just
my
as a side
blood?
note, and I think
No.
everyone might find this interesting. I just found out that the 4 Hobbit actors are going to
Gonna
be
be
at
at Comic-
Phoenix this year.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, I will ask you for your consent before I take your blood, or I will harvest it from the battlefield if you bleed somewhere.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a tasty
Okay,
morsel. to
I
anything out
have
there.
a small mechanical hummingbird that can track, as long as it has something to sort of get the scent from, but it's not actually about scent. It's different than that. But anyway,
See? You
Maybe
take
they have a
air?
butterfly.
right.
Hummingbird?
whatever.
blood is really potent, so it's one of the better ways. It's not like a huge, it's just like a little bit, but that way when I ran into a problem before a couple of years ago where we had trouble tracking people down, so having their blood made it really easy to follow them wherever they went.
Are you carrying the body or did you leave the body?
No, you guys left it.
Oh, we did?
I mean, I assume you guys left
Well, with the addition that in elven culture the body is no, there's no significance to it once it is dead. We can bring it if you want.
Yeah, I wanted to.
it. Okay.
just 'cause-
In that case, yes,
But
we
I'd
got
be
the body.
Because I'm not sitting with a dead body squished up against me. So I'd be walking then. Quickly.
So do we want to go back into town, or do we want to camp out here and hope that it tries to make a move out here?
We gotta go back in town. I would rather all of you understand and prepare for what it is.
Okay,
And
but
plus
if
we need to let Simi know.
we could let Simi know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see that. You can see that. Lucas is visibly shaking with fear.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to our the home away from home, as it were.
I do just worry about leaving whatever that is potentially to feed off of a bunch of travelers.
If it doesn't want to be found, it's not going to be found.
Can we pit it against cabin?
Are you wanting? I thought you wanted to protect that thing.
I think cabin will eat it.
Unless it eats cabin.
No.
I would hate to see what it would do with the cabin.
If they can, I mean, it sucks life energy. So
Yeah.
if they can live that long.
Well, and if the life energy is somehow compounded from all of the little mimics that were part of the bigger mimic.
That would
But
probably
yeah, no.
make
And Kane is going to sort of subtly look at look at our halfling who's shaking with fright. Yeah, no, we can go back to our base camp,
All right.
but still keep your eye out in case. Turns out it's following.
Since Nix has not encountered this before, she
Whatever it
thinks
was.
that you're being so dramatic,
It was just
Lucas.
No way.
All right, so you guys get back to the main road and start heading towards the city. At which point you realize you have a dead body. Trying to get into the city.
That's fine.
Let's go up and over.
What? Or do we want to just? I mean, we found the body on the road. We assume that it's known to somebody in
Yeah, but
town.
they'll try to confiscate it.
We can always say that we know the next of kin.
Yeah.
We're bringing the body back to him.
Sure.
Did you get the name of the person?
Yes.
I forgot the name.
It is Kaylin Sunstrike.
No, Kaylin Sunstruck. So I mean, we can always try.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm full blood elf. I could be Mr. Sunstrike.
Yeah, and I'm. Worst case scenario, they turn us away, and then we go up and over.
That's the worst case scenario you got? Wow, you're
Whatever is the fastest way back to where there's light.
You seem a tad bit nervous, Lucas.
Peaked.
Well, my version of what happened to Simi was getting beat up in the dark, so not a fan of there not being light, and yeah, so
Duly noted.
Huh.
not a fan of the dark, so
Do we have like a torch or anything?
I do, but I don't think we want to draw attention to ourselves as far as I was hoping.
Actually, that is sort of the
Is
hope,
it?
maybe,
Oh,
because maybe it'll come for
I
us.
should have asked.
I'm fumbling together.
The ring I wear, I just kind of flick a little bit, and a little flame comes out. Sort of a little light, a lighter flame would kind of be like so.
Like, what was it called? Pitch Black? Movie?
The Vin Diesel movie?
Riddick.
Chronicles of
I don't think
Riddick.
it
Pitch Black was the first.
Yeah.
It's too bad they never made any more of those.
Pitch
I
black
liked
or
the other
Riddick?
ones.
He's pitch black.
That, yeah, that's my.
Oh, is it the same? Okay.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I don't know. I haven't seen
Anyway,
him.
all right. So you guys approach the gate, the city gate. The main gates are closed, but there's still sort of the smaller sally ports open. There are a couple of guards standing there. They've got what amounts to tiki torches sort of stuck in the road to give them a little pool of light. And as they see you approaching, they do stop you. And what's your business tonight, travelers?
Heading back into the city.
Just need to get home.
And what's that?
That is the remains of a compatriot of ours who is now deceased.
What happened?
There.
We don't know for sure. They were, we were camping about half a day away, and they were. Yep.
So, and one of they'll pull back.
We found him like that after he didn't come back.
We're gonna have some questions about where you found your friend, and might pertain to an ongoing investigation. Not to worry you too terribly much, but any information you can give us would be helpful.
Keith, where was the elf encampment? How far back is it?
It's out on the North Road.
It's 2.5 miles.
Just kidding.
About 4.5 miles up the road. In the afternoon, we were setting up camp, settling in.
Make a deception check.
Do I have advantage because Rain is trying to pretend that he's grieving?
Wait, did you pull your chron? Are you
Actually,
get a
so
little bit.
you make your deception check. You make a performance check.
Does he get advantage because Steven is actually pulling out tears?
That is a performance.
It's annoying.
17.
17. Okay.
19.
19.
Wow.
All right.
Don't teach that to Aaron.
Okay. So,
She can do it.
I've watched her do it.
so one of the two clearly is buying it, hook, line, and sinker. One of them buys the tears, does not buy something about your story, and he's thinking maybe location doesn't match. 4.5 miles, you say?
Roughly, it's kind of hard to keep track when it got dark exactly how far out we were.
Huh.
We figured we'd set up early for the night and camp out there. But after we found the deceased here.
Uh-huh. I know.
And the one who's sort of already suspicious, who's going to turn and
Is
look,
there any chance?
turn and look at the poster that's on the wanted board, and turn and look back at
Is
you.
there a chance when he looks, do I catch him? Do I understand what
yeah.
he's doing? Is there any chance by the
Modify
time
memory.
he turns back that I have a fake mustache on?
I was gonna say you should cast invisibility.
I
But
don't have invisibility.
I will give you an opportunity to
Uh-huh.
do so.
Or at least...
Make me a roll of your disguise kit using your.
Oh, I don't
your-
have a disguise kit.
It's a spell, right?
Is it?
I am literally from whatever I can find. I don't hide, Keith. I don't have anything. I have nothing.
Okay. Then roll me.
Because I don't. This is the only thing I can do. Because I don't have anything that can help me with this.
So make a dexterity roll with disadvantage then.
A dexterity roll with disadvantage. I will spend one of my things just to cancel it out. So I'll just do a flat roll.
You didn't get food all over your face?
I mean,
It's wrong. Wrong little person.
I know. I just figured they're all messy.
maybe. All messy?
And as he's turning back, his
Racist.
hand is on his
Yeah.
sword.
I'm edging forward like should.
What did
I-
you-
Just my dex modifier? 23.
I want him to be like, what? Like this is Burt Reynolds. He's always.
Huh. For a second there, I thought your friend reminded me of someone.
He gets that a lot.
I see one half of you see them all.
where
apparently. Jeez.
where will you be staying in town? We will have to send someone by to question you, and that at this rate, it won't be until morning.
We'll be at the Prince and the Scribe. I assume that's usually where we stay when we're here.
Okay. Very well. And your name, sir?
Connor Shepard.
Very good, Mr. Shepard. We will send someone by to question you and your party regarding the unfortunate demise of your friend there.
Appreciate it.
And he's going to give you a hairy eyeball as he gestures you into
Gross.
town.
Gives you.
What?
A hairy eye.
All right. You guys have
Steven
made it
came
past the city guards.
Yeah.
Okay, so next time.
One criminal would never be entering the city.
Next time, we make sure that he's not so easily identifiable. Good call, though. That was good.
Put a
That
word
was
on
quick
him.
thinking.
Have you considered hair dye?
No.
Like two halflings
Shave your head.
I know. Come on, let's not get hasty.
We just got to remember that every time we try to go through the gate or pass a checkpoint, you need to have your.
I usually
Whatever you
do.
do,
However, it's been a very busy day.
It has.
And I've been removing a lot of
Also,
curses.
once we're a little ways away. Also, it goes without saying we're not actually going to the Prince and the Scribe.
No.
That
Okay.
means they're gonna come looking for us, though.
It's a big city.
But do we really need the city guard on top of everything else?
Yeah, I mean,
We've gotten
part of it's going to
them
depend how
before.
much they actually care.
What if we stay there one night just so that they can question us?
So that we have to try and lie our way past them again?
I don't talk to them without a lawyer.
That's fair.
Like, they might catch up to us, but I also don't know how high up on their priority list is going to be tracking down people who might not actually be there.
I think he was more of the
Yeah.
attention.
And, yes. I'll try and spare some of my
I'm
powers to
also,
make sure
I'm
that
also
doesn't
fairly
happen again.
confident that if they're going to track any of us down, it's going to be me or it's going to be Kazakh. So,
So if we dye your hair.
His hair is always under his helmet.
What about my hair?
I don't know if it would help.
I don't have any hair.
You have a presence.
there's just something about you. It's very.
I actually might have a
Mythical.
spell for that. I could learn a spell that could change your presence.
As if to prove the point, a noble woman walking the other way around her husband.
Dangerous.
Presence.
A dangerous pastime.
Not presence, but presence.
But also, I think we'll be okay because this is not my first time having to avoid the Imperial guards.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
So,
I know, you've told me so.
Let's head back to
Funny,
the
right?
shop.
Let's get back to safety.
Laugh.
Okay. So when you get back to the shop,
Mm-hmm.
the back door is standing open.
it can't. It's only standing open if somebody broke it down or if one of the members of our group opened it.
Didn't his spell go away?
That's not what keeps the door stuck. That's what keeps people
Okay.
from being able to see.
So
in.
the front door
Okay.
could be blown right open.
Okay, never mind then.
Because our
Actually,
arcane
when,
lock is still on
when
that
you
door.
guys get back, Akarai is sort of leaning against the wall, just
Oh.
sort of propped up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll
Deep in thought.
You'll need your better half to get that open easily.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead and open the door.
And he's gonna step in.
Who are you?
Oh, wait. Right?
Haven't
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been
Now,
back.
Nyx may not have paid enough. Nyx may be like, tall people are all the same to me.
Casting private sanctuary.
Hey.
10 minutes.
A little surprised you're here.
Didn't have anywhere else to go.
You don't have another place you stay in town other than here and your girlfriend's? You should probably have like a,
Yeah,
Okay.
it hasn't been a thing until now.
I keep saying we should just get a house. If we're gonna actually be here.
Have you seen the prices in this economy?
Yes. The economy that I could crash.
It's the principle of it.
Yeah, like let's just get a house.
I don't want to own a house here.
We have Castian's place we could.
Yeah, this is great.
I know, but
I don't. Everything
Anyway.
all right there?
There's another place besides the shop.
No.
What?
Castian's place has always been this place, right?
Ah,
How much do you know about this shop?
or Castian.
I mean, I've met Castian a couple of times.
And he didn't set off any of your... He wasn't on your radar before...
Not on mine, no.
Oh. The two of you would have been playing on opposing sides of the field prior to the demise of the Empire.
No. He's not gay.
Don't say that.
I actually don't know anything about that. As a matter of fact, never asked, never checked. Anyway,
I'm so lost right now.
you were in the business of keeping certain things out of circulation.
Magic.
And he was in the business of helping circulate such
Magic.
Oh.
things. So there are several places around the city I imagine that he used for that side of his business.
I
Oh.
imagined Nate somewhere being like, get out of my house!
Looking at the ring.
I can see you through the ring cam.
Yeah.
Put that down. Put that down.
He's seen everything. Us with the mimics, using his hat boxes. Yeah, so I know of at least one safe house, essentially. I'm sure there are more.
Well,
He must be pretty good if he stayed off the radar.
he was never on my radar. And now he might have been on someone else's with the orders,
Fair enough.
but I was never called in to deal with him. So good for him, I suppose.
Do you think we could buy the house next to the dragon's house?
The what?
Wait, didn't you know that? I thought he was there for that.
Oh,
Oh.
That's what they call the old lady that we don't like.
The Empress?
What?
Okay, so you're gonna have to pretend you never heard that, or all of us are going to die very painful deaths.
who's a dragon?
All of us will die very...
Sanctuaries.
Yeah, all of us will be in so much trouble and in so much pain
I swear
if
to
you
God.
unless you pretend you didn't hear that and you learn to keep your mouth shut.
Okay, player Steven swears that he was there for that.
Do modify that.
Or I could, yeah.
I trust the man, but you have
Yeah,
to.
no, he was out of town.
Yeah,
when
you
when
have
all
to
that
pretend
happened.
you didn't hear that.
Have I met the dragon?
I have no
Wayne
idea.
would have known better.
Killian,
But-
I have no idea.
I will stop you. Yes, you do.
Oh, Killian knows that he has. Killian is
Okay.
saying, I
Okay.
have no
Gotcha.
idea, but
You should.
it was the only way we got to walk away with our brains intact. So
Okay.
let's pretend that you didn't hear anything.
Do you want to have not heard anything?
Heard what?
Okay.
And this is why I
Good
like
man.
the man. This is one of the very many good qualities about this man.
We'll have so many questions later, but for now,
Why are you
You can
here?
ask Simi.
I'm here because I have information for you.
Oh.
And I wanted to be sure that you actually got a hold of it.
Oh, right.
And I wasn't sure when Simi might deliver it.
So the information I am about to share with you, also you have to pretend that you never heard it, or you or I are both going to be in so much trouble. Simi had a chance encounter with her father today.
Biological.
Her biological father.
That
They met.
makes so much more sense now.
He
Yeah.
happened to be on the other world
He,
the whole time, and when he got brought back is when the curse started happening. He had a loot that was cursed, and apparently when the worlds transferred, the loot stayed in the old world, and the curse kind of came with him and has been sort of hopping around places.
That explains that.
which is the other half of, so the curse, the original item is inaccessible currently.
Well, damn.
I mean, do you think we could build it a vessel to store it in? Like, if
That's
we
not,
recreate the
that's
loot?
not going to work.
Now look,
Well-
I don't know, Agurai.
I do.
I'm gonna look over at the
please.
corner where we currently have it trapped in my tongue. How long will it stay there?
So long as you've got the anti-magic thing next to it, it's fine.
Is that gonna run out?
Not
So
until carry the 3. You got about 3 centuries.
So
We're good then.
we put it in a box and we stash it somewhere,
Another box.
and then
I-
problem solved
to
for
ourselves.
my
Well,
lifetime.
Ideally, though, we would banish the curse itself. It's not
Banish?
easy to do. Yes.
I tried banishing it before.
Can you banish an item?
Not. It's.
No, I
There's
can
a-
only do a creature. Unless you have a banish item spell.
No.
Oh, well.
But there is a ritual that can be performed.
Is there?
Yes, it's quite complicated, multi-step, and
I enjoy complicated.
there is a very real possibility for danger because it does involve pulling and pushing things across the veil between worlds.
Okay.
Sometimes other things hitch along for the ride and can phase through themselves. It's not pretty when that happens. It kind of depends on whatever happens to be in the area of what you're looking for. Essentially, you're not bringing you can't bring the item itself, but you're bringing. How was that described to me? The platonic ideal of the item across the veil. And then we have to stuff that curse back into it, sort of a battle of wills at that point. And then you have to shove the whole lot back across.
Okay, sounds
So
easy.
I'm coming back to, we put it in a box, and it's not our problem in our lifetimes.
I mean, I suppose that's one way to do it.
What would this ritual require?
We'll just have to. We will have to have the vessel for the curse involved. So the person it was attached to. We'll have to have a.
Which one?
Her dad.
The original one? I mean, I'm asking because there's been a lot of
Yeah,
people
it's
that
hopped
attached.
around.
Yes,
a lot of
the
people.
original.
Okay.
The original. A fairly wide, clear area, as close to an intersection of ley lines as we can find.
Oh, jeez.
There happens to be one outside the city, fairly close. We don't have to worry so much about that.
It's not on the North Road, is it?
No, it's out on the west east road actually, about a couple miles out of town.
Because otherwise, pure magic again, and then we're just gonna have another bank.
So clear out an area. Do have to put down sort of a magic boundary, magic circle of some kind to contain it, and then we have to take your tongs and let the curse loose in the circle.
Great.
I mean, if you give me time, I could learn a magic circle, which we could use to facilitate the protective thing.
That would be
Okay.
helpful, certainly.
I already know it, but you know.
Oh, you already know magic circle?
I do.
Okay, good.
That makes
I
sense.
won't have to. I won't have to waste ink on that.
It feels a little fuzzy today, but I'm sure.
Well, bless your heart on that.
And then it's a simple matter of the proper incantations, which I'm sure and purposes. You know, the magical effort. The more people helping out, the better.
Okay.
Well, though also the more people helping out, the more potential for bad things to happen too. So it's
course.
sort of a trade-off.
Wizard?
Oh, okay. I was like,
Elven
is this just
wizard?
gonna look at the magic school? This is okay.
Okay. You could probably work on that at some point.
You mentioned trying to set something up to help see me out, yeah?
Well, yeah, but that was before we found a desiccated husk and...
Wait, what?
Yeah, gesture to the body.
We've whomped onto a table.
I was actually wanting to talk to you about this.
What
to see
is
if you know
that?
anything around it.
Well,
We're calling it a dehumidified.
Are we now?
will you send to see me and tell her that it is an emergency meeting and she needs to be here? Because I don't want to have to explain all this more than once.
Do I have to?
Could you please? Because I can.
If you teach me, I can do stuff for you too.
She's not gonna hurt
it-
you.
Oh, you don't even know. I'm gonna go make a call. And I'm gonna take the 10 minutes to cast sending.
It's the when Michael figures out it's a pyramid scheme. I have to make a call.
So after
Okay,
the 10 minutes.
After 10 minutes.
Hi, Miss Resla. If you're not busy right now, we have some information. Please come to Castian's shop.
Wheeze.
Wheeze. Akrai's here.
She's not coming.
My lady?
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I'm just the messenger. You can almost read the sigh. You could, I'll be there, and she'll walk down the hill.
Okay.
She's
So,
on her way.
so I have a very important question for you, Simi. Have you taken the time to clean up?
Of course not.
Okay.
Just kind of been sitting there.
Okay.
You're doing the not you. If you had it, you would the crying in the shower.
Yeah, and I'm sure like she did not go through all of those fights totally unscathed. So
Mhm.
she's like probably got a black eye and a bloody
Okay.
lip, along with everybody else's blood on her.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Great.
when Simi shows up at the back door and steps in, she is very bloody and bruised and cut up. And
You have your healing stuff, right?
What's the other guy look like?
which one?
So not
Cool.
good.
That's why.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
I mean,
Justice is blind, not heartless.
He didn't. Did he?
he has multiple hits
Oh.
on your list, right?
Yeah, not for anything violent.
No.
So I was looking for a settlement.
Yes.
She almost looks like disappointed.
Everyone
Oh, no.
seems kind of cagey about you drinking alcohol, but I feel like maybe a cup would not be a bad idea right now.
well, Akerai sort of steps up to you. He doesn't reach out and touch you, but he does look you in the eye. You okay?
I will be. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Your friends told me what happened. I get it.
I highly doubt that. But I'm still sorry.
So when he says your friends told me, you can hear in the back. You hear going.
Uh,
I'm okay.
just remember, even with all the bad, there was some good.
Oh, look at while you're at, man.
I'm gonna pass you some alcohol.
Anyway, so we've got a desiccated husk of a person and vampire life-stealing things hunting Kazakh that we need to talk about. Okay.
I'm like, masculine word. Masculine word.
What now?
You just got healed.
Oh. Oh, that didn't sting nearly as bad as it should have.
Does healing magic sting? Oh, no, the alcohol. Never mind.
Also, her healing magic stings a little bit.
I imagine it
Does it?
does.
Yeah.
What does healing magic sting?
All right. Come on.
What?
I just waylay him in the face so hard. Sorry about that.
So, this is why I wear my armor.
And I do the Way of Mercy feature to undo the
See, this is
damage.
why we needed to kill the little mimics.
So, see, she heals just
Not gonna
through her
little
fists.
mimics.
Aggressively. It's aggressive healing.
Huh?
I don't know how it happened. I don't.
I'm gonna just try not to get hurt.
I'm just going
So it
to
stings a
avoid
little.
eye contact.
Anyway, so Kazakh
It's not so bad.
While that's happening, I'm going to identify the body, and maybe that will give me some clue as to what happened to it.
All right.
So,
So-
identify, 10 minutes,
Okay.
ritual.
So you do get the name. You get the identity. It is Kaylin Sunstrike.
This is the body of Kaelin.
She's an elf, 22 years old. She was an apprentice wizard.
Oh,
Traveling with the traveling people for a couple of years, sort of out, seeing the sights, learning the world, having some adventures. Happened to be there that night, curled up by the fire, and the next thing she knew, something grabbed her from behind, pulled her sort of out of the firelight, sucked her life out.
and then presumably put her back.
Ooh.
I relay this information to the group. So I definitely get that it sucked the life out of her. Okay. Does it tell me specifically how? Okay.
Yeah, no, it was just sort of a mystical transfer of life essence.
Okay. I relay this to the group. Is this what the information I found?
Very sneakily scuttle up and rifle through the pockets.
Okay.
Or, I asked her to look for a spell book for me.
I'm very out of my depth in this, but it's good stuff to know. So
Well, and yeah, we might need you to punch things for us.
Okay.
I
So
would very much enjoy that.
So you're gonna find a few coins, nothing much. Probably about 7 silver, a few coppers, things like that. A little bit of traveling food. There is a a spell component pouch. But it does not appear as though she had her spell book with her when she passed.
Nothing in her pockets.
I like to imagine we all watched you do that. Like, we watched you come up to the body on the table, rifle through the pockets. We watched you like, oh, and then there's some money. No, put that. Nope, nothing here, guys.
There was no spell.
Thank you.
Anyway, so Kazakh, why don't
Yeah.
you fill us all in on what we're dealing with here?
All right. So for For a number of years now, I have been hunted by what I call the hunters. They hunt me for sport because I am a large, strong dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
They send one hunter at a time to get their, achievement kill. However, I have been able to best them at every turn so far. My last run-in was when I met Nyx, and she healed me. I won that fight, barely, but she brought me back to health, and we've been traveling together ever since.
Good job.
Question?
Is this like a gang initiation for them?
No,
Okay.
this is just a game.
Uh,
Did this start when you got to this world?
Well,
No.
well, no.
Oh, so they are from the other world.
Mhm.
Interesting. So they can travel between planes, perhaps?
Or they just... I don't know, maybe they just got transferred to...
how many have you bested so far?
Roll a d4.
How long has it been since I came over?
1 year.
It's been about a year. In the time you've been back, so let's do this. Let's have you roll. Let's have you roll a d10 and a d6. The d10 is the number that you faced before you came back. The d6 is the number after.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
That's 106.
94.
Holy crap.
So,
So 9 and a 4.
9 and 4, so in total 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
I didn't listen
Just
to what
not
you
as
said.
many as-
I was just like,
94.
It's 10 and a 4. 94.
Do they send like if you best one, do they send like a stronger one to kind of like?
Think of it like a hunter's club.
Okay, so like the more the harder you are to hunt, the more valuable of a.
Yeah, so usually the stronger ones will come, but even you get the weaker ones as well.
I shall prove myself. Charge. Sort of a deal.
Just like
That's
that.
kind of...
But they only one of them can hunt you at a time.
Right.
So you never have like competing hunters.
So far,
Okay, fair enough.
And you've killed all of them. None of them have gotten away.
none of them have gone away.
Fascinating. Sorry, just a weird
You are
cultural
terrifying.
way. But, yeah.
That's why.
I mean, to have a level of respect to a group of individuals who are just like, this man, no one has killed before. We've lost 13 dudes to this guy.
Technically, that's all of us. Have you ever considered trying to go for their source? Like, just end it?
I mean, that would imply he knew where it was.
That's true. I'm assuming it's run by, somebody that's. I
Like
don't
a
know.
game master or
So you don't know like why you became one of the hunted.
Oh, I know why I became the hunted. It's because I was really good at fighting.
Okay,
And
yeah,
they
but
sent
so
me
like
on a challenge.
you hadn't like they were like, oh, you'd be a really good challenge, and they just picked you at random, sort of. You didn't have interactions with them prior to being chosen.
No, I was just a good fighter before all this.
Okay. So you said they sucked life energy out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
their go-to move?
That
or
is
is that a requirement?
That, yeah. Well, they can kill you, but why?
So you said they were like vampires. So are we talking like they have to suck the life energy out of other people to keep themselves alive?
Right. So why would they let that food go to waste when they can beat me?
Yeah,
And
and
then-
then take it. Sure. Okay, but so
Well,
they
for sport, but they might as well use it.
but and they have to do that to sustain themselves.
Right.
That is their source of sustenance. And you said they get stronger after they've done that?
Yeah, I think of it like you've had a really good meal. You're full. You're
Oh, jeez. After I have a good meal, I just want a nap.
Yep.
So what, like, are they just physically stronger? When you say they are stronger, what are we talking here?
So after they've fed, they can. They are literally stronger, but also they heal faster, and they can go. Obviously, they can go longer between feedings, and yeah, they're faster, and they can withstand harsher environments a little longer than normal humans.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It really sounds like we should just hunt these people.
The issue is
can.
how.
I mean, yeah, but
The thing
like,
is, we don't know how many there are.
right. But that's all involved in the hunt, right? You figure that out, and then you go for the source. Because if they can't find you anymore, then problem solved.
Except they're here, and now they might go after
Really?
someone else.
Right.
Considered magical? Do they have innate magic, I assume?
Aside from their ability to
Slurpee
suck
straws?
yeah.
I mean, is
No.
each one
Or
like
Boba
have a
straw?
different fighting style, or is it always just dark figure suck?
It's usually been hand-to-hand combat.
Don't
Swords.
figure.
bows
And
arrows.
combat. Look, in my notes I say stronger after the suck move.
Yeah, we are.
And we don't know how they track you. We just know that they can.
They can.
Um,
Could try capturing one, they asked, but
and you've never seen them use magic when they're fighting you.
not
Right?
yet.
It's always
No.
always hand to hand. Okay.
It's not saying that they don't have magic.
You just haven't met one that has.
Do you have connections that might be useful to being able to find these people?
Not anymore.
I mean,
You're more likely to have the connections to try and hunt these people than I am at this point.
Nix, you have legend lore, right? Have you ever thought of asking what these things are and maybe learning something? Or is it just you haven't had enough money to cast it?
I mean, you have the money
Don't you
now.
have to have like a thing?
No,
like a
you
physical-
can literally
ask?
just ask a question. Your legend lore is basically like, I would like to know about this
Do you
specific
have
thing.
to
Give
have
me all
a
the info.
specific name for it? Like, would you be able to say, like, if you wanted to know about elves, would you be able to say, like, the tall things with pointy ears?
Allow me to look real quick, as this is a spell I could learn. However, it's hella expensive. You name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings you to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you've named.
Okay. Can you speak to the dead?
I can.
I don't know if you want to try again.
Can't. Not for another couple days.
Well, you can't.
I don't think anybody can.
Yeah, no.
Well,
idea.
not that way, but I have a way of doing that. I can't talk to the body, but I can talk to the spirit, so. I can perform a seance, which allows me to ask 3 questions to any
Ouija board.
spirit. Actually, one of the material components of the seance spell is a Ouija board. So, we could talk to it. However, have you told us what all you asked the Speak with Dead spell? What?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think we're gonna get more than that because
I would have not told it clearly. I would have told it in such a way where we excluded.
Yeah, but Kasich could have told us exactly what happened because he was there.
You were there.
I don't think she'll
Okay,
know any
well-
more than what was there. If it's out in this world just kind of looking for you, I think it just needed to feed. And so it just found a sleeping person and just
Right.
decided to get a quick snack.
It could have also been a message.
That's also a possibility. We're like, we're here. I'm taunting you.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching.
So, but we're safe here in the private sanctum. Nothing can get in.
Do they ever, like, are they likely to go after Nyx or any of the rest of us?
That's what I worry
That
about.
was
Conversation.
Have you ever seen them do that?
A little bit of
I've
both.
never had anybody with
Oh,
me.
well, she wouldn't do
Okay.
it yet.
So it
But I'll
doesn't-
hold your hand.
I think when the time we're just gonna have to wait for him or however what they are for them to make their move, because I don't think we're gonna be able to lure it.
Well, it sounds like there's at least one other desiccated, what would you call it, a dehumidified body.
Yeah, being it is
Somewhere,
body.
that happens somewhere in the city already if they have an open investigation.
Simi mentioned those already.
Yeah, apparently there have been a couple of dehumidifications that have happened so far already. How many?
I mean, there was a
Do we
whole
know?
boat full.
There was a
A
whole
whole bowl,
whole
full,
ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
which was a reference that I love.
Yeah.
Do we know where these things happened?
Well, I mean, the boat. Have there been any on...
I mean, you went
Seen at least
over
one.
one. You've seen one with your own eyes.
But where...
That was over across the river from
yeah,
where
yeah.
the shop is.
During one of your vigilante
Yeah.
escapades.
I saw one
Vigilante.
across the river. There was the boat that was full of them.
Oh, jeez.
So did they come in the boat and then suck everyone dry for sustenance?
For the
I don't
trip,
know
maybe.
How many there? If it was, a 1-to-1 ratio of sailors, I imagine there would be a lot more victims around. I suspect that there.
Unless
might
it
have just
traveled
been-
on the boat.
And it was like over a period of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Which
like
means
murder on the Orient Express and people just start
Yeah.
like dying.
Which means that if we're going with the theory of planar travel, then it just randomly teleports to the world and then has to make its way
Right.
to its target.
That would imply that they cannot.
Specifically teleport
Yeah.
to a place just to a
they
general
are-
world or
or
something.
a bunch of them passed over, like they cross-pollinated during the convergence, and now they can't go back and forth, but you have populations on both sides still.
Right. So that means they can't teleport over long distances at least.
Probably.
Cross-pollinated.
Yeah, like they were here, and then like some of them came over here, and then probably some of them like went back again because they were probably like bouncing around somehow.
I mean, we kind of came up with that theory with your god, so it's possible that things came to this world and then just didn't go back.
Dang it, I missed this.
Oh yeah. Her goddess something or other that I forget now.
Lyra.
She can still pray to her and get something of a response, even though not
Either-
a native deity to our world.
Because she's amazingly powerful.
What's her name
Yeah.
again?
Lyra.
So like Lyra.
Here, have a chip.
No, different.
Natalie, you can only have so many characters who believe themselves to be gods.
It's tough.
All of them.
Hold on, let's put some cheese on these.
So, I guess the question here, and this is more for Kazakh than anybody else, I think. So we could try and hunt the hunter, or maybe try and lay a trap and lure
The
it
hunter becomes the
out.
hunted.
if we wanted to.
Yeah.
It sort of also sounds like we can also just wait, and it'll probably eventually make a move.
It'll show up eventually, yes.
I mean, I prefer. Sorry, this is not my place. I just prefer choosing the time and place.
Yeah, I just don't know how you want to handle that and how much time and effort we want to devote into tracking this thing down right now.
Well,
It's up to
this
you.
whole time I've been waiting for something to show up, and it has. So, yeah, we can try and trap it.
Yes, that
So Akerai over by the door is like, so we've decided on the put the curse in a box thing.
At least for now, it doesn't sound like that we need to. It does not sound like banning. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what you described, banishing the curse is not is a time-sensitive matter at this point. Like it can
Okay.
sit as long as we keep those two things together. it can sit until it is convenient for us to do something about it.
But it also feels like random citizens getting dehumidified is probably a little higher on the priority list. So,
And if this thing is actively hunting Kazakh, inevitably it will strike when, we're all tired and bloody, or
not in
he's
this
alone.
place, just no one leave the private sanctum and you'll be fine.
Tired
Well,
of
How well did that work for
Remember-
you when you tried to hole up in a building and hide from the people looking for you?
And then the building got on fire.
Well,
And then
You made it like, a couple
what?
months?
I didn't have the spell until I got ink. Because it's an expensive spell.
wait, so is the sanctum different than your key?
Yes.
Got it. Sorry, my bad.
Private sanctum makes it so nobody from the outside can hear or see inside.
And no one can teleport in, and no one can forcibly enter,
Gotcha.
sort of a thing. The key kind of works the same thing. However, it's a 24 hours on, 24 hours off sort of thing.
So if we alternate,
So, she just happened to catch me on the 24 hours off period
so
of my...
it sounds like we might want to be proactive about
Ah,
dealing with
that-
this particular
that makes
problem.
more sense.
Yes.
No, I still think trying to banish it is
Also-
probably a good idea at some point.
Plus, I imagine it's going to take a while to gather enough material components to cast the ritual. I don't think it's going
Does
to...
Magic Circle take anything from you to cast?
I think maybe
But
10.
million
Water.
gold pieces.
Which I can make, maybe.
Anything with
I can make holy
Powdered
water.
Silver and iron.
anything with a gold cost attached to it.
No.
So, yeah, we can...
Oh, yes.
No.
Powdered silver and iron worth at least 100 gold pieces,
Oh.
which the spell consumes.
That's silver and iron. It's not gold.
Yeah, but it has a gold cost associated with it.
Well, if I learn it, I don't need to use money, so...
I mean,
But we also
I don't
have a
think
lot of
is,
money
is
right
the
now.
problem right now.
Okay, so it sounds like the only thing we are lacking, like the only thing that will make it difficult about planning when we were going to banish something is you need to be around.
Well, we also
But
need
that
to
doesn't
have
seem
the...
too hard to manage.
We also need to have the
I
original
can
cursed
stay close
person.
by.
Right.
Perhaps the large area of the Leyline Crossroads. We've got Magic Circle covered. And then after that, all we need to do
Original
is...
cursed person.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Okay.
But, let's see. Let me check my repertoire of things I could learn and see if there's something that could help with
Tracking down.
trying to
Blue Man.
track down dehumidifiers.
We need to find the Blue Man group to.
Just makes me feel gross. Like I'm just a humidified person.
I mean, that
It's
is
kind of
technically.
odd.
I mean, yes, but
Don't
it's
worry.
gross sounding.
You're not wrong.
I
But
was
it's
trying
kinda
to
gross what they're
explain to
doing.
Erin the other day how much of our body is made of water.
How'd that go?
She was not happy about it.
Having identified what happened to our dear friend
Caleb.
Kaylin, with the sucking the life force out, do I get the sense that that means they can't be revived, or does that also it's a permanent can't be brought back with ritual magic of regeneration? Oh, fudge! No one can get dehumidified, please.
I mean, that wasn't in my plans.
Because just remember, just looking at this, it doesn't seem like anyone can be revivified or resurrected if that happens. Which is actually a smart thing if this is sort of a...
You can resurrect people?
If within a minute.
That would have been really useful.
When?
In another place,
Oh,
another time.
you asshole, stop.
Okay.
That this seems to awaken yet another like wave of anger over Simi, and she just glares at you.
I
Okay.
just read the situation. I'm like,
So-
I could do it too.
This is awkward.
You're useful people to have around.
I'm like,
How much does yours cost to cast?
I don't know. I've never done it.
500 gold pieces.
Oh, sad.
Okay.
Mine's free.
We were too poor.
I am.
That's special in a really
very
terrible
We were
way.
too poor.
Simi doesn't know how this kind of stuff works though, so she's
Okay, so sounds like we should probably all try and stay in pairs most of the time in case we might get targeted by the things.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Do they prefer to attack during the day or during the night?
Anytime.
Fudge. my list of things I can do is slowly going down.
Someone will have to be a throuple. I think it's been decided that you'll be in the baby Bjorn.
Yes.
So,
That
not
didn't count
you.
as one.
somebody can stay at my place if they need to.
Did you count everyone?
Well, unless he has to leave.
Well, I'm just not sure that she counted
No,
everyone.
she did not.
Alright.
Do you have business out of town or no, because you need to be around.
Anyway, so just general rule of thumb, we should probably not make ourselves easy targets until we're
Oh,
ready.
darn.
Yeah.
Ew. Let's see.
Ew.
Oh, dang it. I haven't even used this one yet, believe me.
Can you get me access or get me the locations where the husks have been found?
I could learn curse
Sure.
word.
Okay.
What?
You can learn curse
I'm gonna
words.
try and track their movement
Fudge.
and see if we can extrapolate like an
See.
area they have clustered in or anything to try and see if they're like
What does that do?
constantly moving around or if it has like a layer somewhere that it goes back to.
Yeah. I can do that. I'll take
Oh,
out
for an hour you can't be cursed, possessed, or
Okay.
targeted by a pet.
Do you need a map?
That is such a can't eat curtains.
I actually have one. I'll just have to have him actually like tell me
Makes it like, what?
these
I
things
want
are.
to eat curtains.
Oh yeah. There
You
we
can't stop me.
Oh, that's probably a useful spell to learn. I should probably learn that. Curse word.
So I am not super familiar with this city yet. Are there any places down by the docks? Because there's like a cliffside, right? Like Cliffs of Dover type deal going on.
Yeah,
Are there-
the city's kind of built on cliffs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would there be any,
One
like,
side of it is.
Run side.
Yeah.
entrance? From what I've seen of the city, it would make sense to me to build into the side of that if I was trying to build somewhere where I wasn't going to be seen.
I mean potentially.
I know there's like one or there's like one
are
or
there
two-
places that are built in there already? Or
I know there's like one or
Oh,
two
yeah.
warehouses
Okay.
that are built inside the caves, and I think there's like a mansion built out into one.
Yeah,
by
there's
some
definitely
hoity-toity
places
person.
that are built into, but I also don't know how concerned this thing is about being seen. Like it could just, wear a cloak and
Pass as
cover
person,
up.
yeah.
And Costas has so many people that one person in the
Yeah, one
Going
stranger.
disappoofing.
that my
disappearing.
personal strategy I will employ for now is to try and track
Yes.
where the husks if they cluster
Just
around
go
areas
everywhere.
to see if it's
Kazakh, how do you think they find you?
There's multiple ways.
Yeah, I mean, probably some sort of a magic.
What if they have some of your blood or something? Couldn't his little hummingbird take some of your blood and then go see if he can find the other blood?
I literally said things like this earlier.
No, you didn't. Only
Nobody
I have,
listened.
Only I have the genius on the side of the table.
my searching hummingbird it would be hard for it to distinguish between Kazakh and any blood they might have. Like if I brought it out here and I was like, sniff this Kazakh blood, now find it, it would be like, look, it's right here because it's the closest one.
Well, what if we
That might
send
be
him
a
out of
lie.
the city?
That's a dumb idea, Lyra.
Well, it's a good thing that wasn't specifically my idea.
I mean, we could send him out of the city, but this all presupposes that they're tracking him using his blood.
Right.
I'm so sorry, Natalie. But I did that
Yeah,
day.
looks like I wish they had just killed me on the side of the road.
Keith, did Akerai just know that is at our little talk here this evening? Do I have this map now?
See me filled it in
Okay.
for you.
Simi knows a lot more about what happens in this city than anybody here would realize she knows.
That
It's fair.
is exactly what I was
What's up?
hoping. Simi has plotted where all the husks were.
Can I see?
Yeah.
I suspect that it's either intentionally
Oh, today.
or that almost looks like a search pattern to me.
It really likes corner houses.
So
I too
no,
like corner houses. We should get a corner house.
We're not getting a house. We cannot afford it.
You sound like Daniel 3 years ago.
We see how that went.
We would have to move out of the city.
I don't think we would.
I'm just not going to mention how much my business makes. It's fine.
No,
Killian
we
just
have
doesn't
so
want us
much
to have a
money.
house in
That's
town.
all.
And I could make a whole lot more too.
Wheelbarrow.
Then we have to
Good
pay
money.
taxes. We have to fill out paperwork. I much prefer living in the back room of a shady hat shop.
Gross candy.
Huh?
I said, there's your gross
Well,
candy.
there went that plan.
I was so Team Natalie until you said that. Wow.
Well, it's gross.
You're gross.
I know.
Look, as we established before, Natalie just has some very poor taste in food. So
I really thought you were about to say men for a second. I was going to
I mean,
throw
that too.
hands.
Little A, little B.
So looking at that map,
Uh-huh.
can I do maths in my head to figure out how long it needs to go before it feeds?
that was going to be my next question.
Well, we don't know when it came in, unless we.
Well, if
when
we
the
assume
boat got
it's
here.
if we assume it's when the boat
boat,
massacre
yeah.
happened.
But the boat had been there for a while.
Still, it's
Still.
Because
an
I
approximation.
flew over that specifically and saw the guy who found the bodies.
How long has the boat been there that we know of?
In like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
And then how many kills have there been since? How many exits?
hang on.
Plus the one in the forest.
Amy wants to be an asshole.
16.
So badly.
So if we assume it's let's say it's been here for like 3 weeks. Ish.
You figure it's roughly one a night.
So one a night, which means it must have been full for a couple of days after it got here, and then has been killing one every night, which means it probably won't eat anything today until tomorrow. So if the pattern holds,
Right, and it's either intentionally leaving bodies in random places, or it's not hunting in any one particular place. Like, I'm guessing based on the pattern I'm seeing that it is actively out looking for Kazakh
Yeah.
and just grabs a body when it needs it, or it is intentionally leaving corpses spread out so
then
as
it
to not
must
be
be a
tracked.
terrible hunter. No offense, but you haven't exactly been keeping a low profile in the city.
They don't exactly want to be seen.
I
Well,
suppose
and
that's
Kazakh is either on the move or he's here.
and it can't get in here.
And I don't know how easily it can track him here. Because, like, the hat shop's closed, basically, right now. So
Right.
it's not like people are coming in now and seeing him. We go in through the back alley. Like, it's not a... I don't know how easily you can find him, because this is the only place he's staying still.
And I suspect that this building has some lead lining.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It would
whatever.
almost have to.
Yeah, whatever tracking. If they're using tracking magic, I suspect it doesn't work to track to here because Cassian didn't want.
Also, if
To
they're
get
hunting
caught.
him for sport, I would suspect that even if they have the capacity to, they're not like trying to pinpoint exactly where he is, and because like that would take the fun out of
The hunt.
the hunt. That would take all the challenge out of tracking him.
What if we put him in the middle of a bridge? Out in the open.
And tie me up.
Okay,
Not tie you up,
I
but
thought
Again, that
about
takes
that.
the fun out of it.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that we would need to make this thing feel like it had caught him,
Okay.
not like it. I don't think it'll take the bait if we make it obvious that
That it
he's
is bait?
Yeah.
Okay.
The most dangerous game.
I just want to point out your hypocrisy.
Me? What?
Some hunting, life-sucking, every night thingies after Dragonborn. An alien Yerks who can infect the Port Bajir, and this one is...
Oh boy. Oh boy. And the daughter of Visor 3.
Anyway.
But yeah, we can come up with some sort of a plan to make it look like it will.
We can. We could also try and track the thing down to. I assume it also. I don't know. I guess if it's like a vampire, maybe not. I would assume that it has to have some sort of nest where it returns to.
Oh.
It has something.
So if you could find that.
I mean, I might be able to.
Maybe it hasn't been in your
It's gonna
closet
be
'cause
expensive.
That could be it.
I mean, like it might not be willing to go after. Like unless you're for it to feed on, it might not. It might be like, no, you're not my target.
Also, it might be allergic to halflings.
Or sugar.
The boat that came in was there any fighting put up, like on the human side of things? Was there bloody swords, something with possibly like they might have got a shot on, or not a shot, but a hit on the hunter, and it might have blood on the sword still, because maybe we can use that to have him track it that way.
I would assume they hit
Have
it.
blood?
Yeah, but it can heal. It's fine.
Right, but like, if from what you've said, this thing's pretty badass when it comes to physical combat. I don't think your average schmo.
No, but I'm saying
Sailor.
a lucky shot.
I suppose.
Lucky shot, and they have guards because of like pirates and stuff. I'm sure.
Who would be running this investigation?
The Impelian Order, probably.
Probably someone up at the Appellian Order.
Would I know specifically if there's like a specific person?
Neither of us.
Like someone who runs the serial killer division of
exactly.
the Impelian Order?
Who runs the violent crimes division?
It's not so much serial killer as the mysterious circumstances
Mm-hmm.
involved
oh,
in
gosh,
the
it's
case.
the X-Files.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's the X-Files
Oh, no.
person of the Impelian Order?
Oh no.
Who's our Mulder
Sculder and
Scully?
Mully.
Sculder and Mully.
Well,
Oh wait. Oh no. Would it be Odessa Corell? Wait, not doing that.
Oh, so you know who would be running the investigation?
Yes,
Who is it?
Madame Odessa Corell,
That's a name.
the woman who happens to have sold my soul and
Oh.
beat me up in the dark.
Okay, yeah. So
She.
probably not going to be able to get them to work with us to track it down.
At least not with him.
Well, I was thinking whoever it was that maybe we approach them and say like, "Hey, we have some experience. We have knowledge about this," and try and like not as a whole group because obviously some of us wouldn't want to show up there, but try and like use their canvassing resources around the city to try and narrow it down. But
I mean, I can still go to them and ask about the canvassing.
yeah, but if she sold his soul to a devil,
We
like
can't trust her.
yeah, like I think her solution would be to kill us or torture us, or like I don't think we'd be able to work with them.
Do I never asked you this, Keith, or if I would even know this question. Do I know what she sold my soul in exchange for? Never mind.
You
No.
have no idea.
That's
Probably some bullshit power, like punching shadows or something.
You can't do that?
Only.
What?
Never mind.
No, like physically being able to kill someone via their shadow.
Oh, no, that would be a new one for me.
Yeah. And
I
somebody
take-
just had a character.
The trickster cleric over here. Ooh! Yeah, I don't got any bright ideas on this one.
Would I have...
I mean,
I could always
Enough.
talk to my god tomorrow.
Please do.
please do.
It's not a bad idea, I guess, for what that's worth.
Because gods always are so helpful.
Yeah, they do so great with me. Would I know, would I have like a lot of ears on the ground and stuff like that in like the defector circuit? That would be able to kind of help
Full
us?
circuit.
That's an interesting question.
That would be able to help canvas?
Oh.
But it would have to be with Keats.
Odds or evens.
Evens.
Um,
Bang.
you haven't been able to get anything set up long term.
I also would suspect a lot of defectors are not staying in Costas.
Yeah.
A lot of them are probably.
And if
heading-
they're here, they're probably undercover like you, so they're not.
They're all heading.
If
for
your
the-
order learned anything from Killian trying to start a rebellion, they learned to compartmentalize. Okay, I take that back. I have 3 ideas.
Oh, are they good ideas?
I mean, we're fighting something that can kill us.
One of them is a pretty good idea.
Okay.
One of them is might work out, might not, and one of them is a bad idea.
Okay, let's hear that one first.
Let's hear.
No,
let's,
that one comes last.
Alright.
So
Let me write these down.
We could-
Killian's ideas.
like you did with your locate when we were looking for smooth hands.
Mm-hmm.
We could use you to canvass the city. If these creatures could be detected by your magic, like your detect good and
But I'm
evil.
not familiar with them.
No, but your detect good and evil. We could
it's,
try and
it's very short,
Right.
and I don't know what they specifically class as.
right, but we could try and canvass the city and see if anything pops up.
I suppose.
Option 2, if these creatures were at one point or are in Faerun, we could go talk to our magical friend up the hill and see if his vast collection has any knowledge of them.
I mean, we can always just do that. That always seems like a.
The third plan that's not really a great plan, but might help. How do I put this? So there was a mishap at one point in time, and I had a vast reservoir of knowledge about interplanar travel and other things downloaded into my brain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why
are you
It was
asking
real
this?
weird.
And I haven't tried to do much with it because when it first happened, I couldn't talk in common for a little bit. And
Okay.
it kind of makes my head hurt and gives me a nosebleed when I think about it too hard. But I could try and see if I can dig anything up out of that collection, because if these creatures do have extraplanar origins, they may have encountered them in their habitats or something before.
Somewhere cabbage is twitching.
But it would require some help from you guys because I don't know what will happen, and we'll also need to prep a little bit so that healing. I'll need to increase my mental constitution for the. It's sort of like I have a box in my brain or a door, but like as soon as you open it, like all the information floods in at once, and it just like tries to overwhelm you. So it's very difficult to parse through it and keep it in small, manageable chunks. Our friend up the hill may also have something that could help with that.
Is that what we're gonna call him now? Is our friend up the hill?
Yeah.
Seems like a better idea than calling them other things.
I mean,
Dragon.
Oh my
So
gosh.
what's the map?
Yeah, I got that.
Earlier, our friend over here looked at Akurai and said, or we could talk to the dragon. And Akurai went, the what?
I swear he was there.
Yeah, he wasn't.
The map. What are the highlighted areas?
Each X is where a body was. I was like, there's not really a discernible.
Rain
Not
would have
to
known
my eye,
better.
anyway.
Steven did not remember.
What if? So are we trying to find like maybe where they might be holed up?
If we could, I think it'd be our best bet.
Okay.
We could find like their nest.
With permission.
wait.
With permission. What if? What if?
What if?
Nix folds the map in
Sheep's
half.
gonna.
Okay. And then she gets her little. I don't have anything. I bought one the other day and I didn't bring it. And she tries divination. And she tries to like
Oh,
at
interesting.
least get a half of them.
I was gonna say, are you gonna like cast bones on the?
I have a kind of.
What does divination
it could
do
be a
again?
phrase, a cryptic rhyme or an omen, but I'm hoping that we can maybe flavor it just a titchy bitch.
Titchy bitch.
Titchy bitch.
Flavor it, a titchy bitch.
Not press it so far as to find exactly, but to go to one half of the map and narrow it down.
Ooh. Fascinating.
That's
All right.
So
Not
the
bad idea.
north half or the south half?
So
More
so
information
fold the
than
map.
I know.
So what? How are you folding the map? Fold the
Okay.
map.
Ooh.
Just
Try and
use
fold it
the
along
river.
the river.
Try to fold it along the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we know which side of the river we're dealing with.
That's at least,
Whoops.
yeah.
Dragon
Okay, so it's
to
trying
the
to be-
river, Bob.
Okay.
Along the river.
All right.
And then I don't think I have to do anything, just use up all my stuff that's at least 25 gold pieces. Is sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion?
Is it?
Snacks.
I wish I had whoopee cushions.
That
or
would be like one of
something.
the most painful.
We must
sacrifices.
burn. We must burn this
Burnt
bag of
offering is
Cheetos.
the hardest thing for her to give up.
It's my religion. Otherwise, I'd get a cookie and go, sacrificial offering. I didn't look too far into that. Let's say it's something.
what's your god again?
Trickster.
Trickery, illusion. A mirror. I have like a little mirror. I can
Ooh,
put
yeah.
it
That's actually really good. I like
That's
Yeah, I
that's.
like that.
Okay.
Bad luck.
We just see her. She's got the map, and we're like, oh, she's checking her.
Yeah, and then I'll be
Okay.
like,
And make me a religion roll real quick.
I still have an advantage, character advantage,
You
right?
do.
There's still. Yeah.
Yes, you
There's
do, and there's
still
also two others on the table.
Hail to the year.
Coming in clutch, Lyra. Whatever her Lithra.
Lyra.
Lyricist.
but-
I'm just like, lady, I don't do all the work, lady, but just some little bits of the work. Lady, I only ask little bits.
North side.
North side.
North side of
What's
the river.
No, fair. You know,
I'm like, okay, so we like,
Flashing. We go.
somewhere here.
okay. Well, that narrows down half the city, so that's good.
Yeah, that eliminates half of what we had to
helpful.
search.
That's an
Now I'm gonna need to
start.
hear all of you say how great Lyra is.
Wait, be Lyra. Awesome job.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you for your wisdom
Thank you.
and knowledge.
Your name is pretty close to mine.
That's kind of cool.
Thanks.
I'm like, okay.
I think that was a pretty cool trick.
Now, could you like do it again?
No, we don't push Lyra.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, baby steps.
What's the
the
trickery? She could turn me into a newt.
But you got better.
There's a tapping on the door.
Castian's home.
Hello.
Yeah, what is
Cassian
being
would
tapped
knock on
on?
his own door.
So it's on the front window.
Can he get in?
The front window, so the front of the shop.
The front window of the shop.
Go look out. Hello.
There's a seagull sitting there with a note tied to its leg.
I don't like it.
Okay, give me a moment, and I will go out the door and catch.
Okay.
Hello,
Can
small
see me just
seagull. Can I
For the
please,
window and grab it.
can I please have the note that thou art carrying?
It sticks its leg out.
You're very polite. Thank you.
And it,
A polite nod.
and it
Good.
flaps away.
Goodbye. I'll unfold the letter or note what is
It's a note. It's
Okay.
a very short note.
Yeah.
It's in a handwriting you don't recognize.
Okay.
It says, "Have taken the cargo aboard. Thanks for the new boat."
No. No.
That's for
CC.
you.
I cry.
I go to pop.
And
a
you
bottle
recognize
of
Cabbage's
wine.
handwriting.
Pop the champagne.
Cabin has been successfully transported or transferred to a more aquatic environment.
No.
That's
Oh,
good
so
and sad.
And it sounds like he has taken the form of a boat.
That's not shocking.
That's terrifying.
Terrifying, yes, but
Yep, so there's a
shocking,
boat
no.
out there that'll just eat other boats, probably.
Shadow.
Shadowcloak jutsu.
That's a little bit cool.
It is. It's also horrifying.
I mean, we
I-
do trust
pour me
this
a glass,
person
please.
who sent it to, right?
Yeah.
Well, define what you mean by trust.
Are they gonna, I don't know, use the boat to eat people?
Definitely.
Probably yes, but she'll probably be selective about who she lets it eat.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Kids first.
Women and children first.
She's always wanted to be a pirate, but her entire idea of how pirates are is based off of reading children's stories about what pirates are. So, like,
Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, she's a pretty good person if she knows she needs to train it for being selective about and only eat the things she feeds it because they're bad guys or something. I could see that being a thing.
And there's also lots of
Kazakh.
fish in the
Pirates.
sea.
That's also one of the only ways I can justify this to myself and have it be okay.
And she'll probably love Cabin as much as any of you.
If not possibly a little
Yeah, if not a
more.
little bit more.
Alright, alright.
I have a funny feeling at some point you'll get to visit him.
Wait, how did the seagull know?
How did the seagull know what?
Where we were?
Because we were in the capital, so it would be in Castian's shop. Sorry, she knows Castian.
Oh, okay, that makes
Makes
sense.
it-
So she would know that if she sent the message to Castian in Costas, it would
Okay.
eventually get to us.
It's impressive training a seagull that
That's
well.
that's why I was wondering
Most
about.
people do the whole carrier pigeon thing. That's not her brain.
Fair enough.
I just love the idea of Cabbage training a
Seagull.
carrier
I
seagull.
like to imagine that it probably took that whole
Yes,
year.
so long.
She and like it was just who was more stubborn, Cabbage
Or
Or the
or the
seagull.
seagull.
Cabbage one.
Through much perseverance, Cabbage wore down the seagull till it gave up.
And all the swear words that she learned on the open sea.
Yep.
Can do seagulls have the
back
ability
now.
to talk back, or
No,
Oh,
but
sorry, can I
She
see
tried.
that
probably
carry?
would have swore at it.
Single carry a coconut.
Give two
Asian or
swallow.
European? Or African or European?
Swallow.
well,
Okay, so we have come to the conclusion that we need to check the north side.
Yeah, so we can canvass the north side, we can ask our friend up the hill, and I can try and sort through the large amounts of information that have been stored inside my noggin.
I mean, I
are
think
you
that
sure
is
you
generally a
want
good
to?
idea.
I mean, that seems like a bad idea.
I want to eventually because the information comes from a vessel that could travel through at least the 2 other planes, if not through time and other fun things. It was one of the most advanced pieces of technology I've ever seen. I unfortunately made the mistake of not specifying where I wanted it to store all the information before it blew up. So it stored it in me. And that's where we learn to be very specific when we ask for things.
Yeah.
Okay, so this all sounds like tomorrow's problem.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Are you staying here tonight? Or
Yeah.
all right.
We should
Very
go
well.
shopping tomorrow.
I don't suppose there's a kitchen in.
I think there's a up in the apartment upstairs.
No, in the
What?
the key. Or can you not do that today?
I think actually by now I think I can.
Oh,
So if we all want, we can use the
Into the mansion.
into the mansion.
Very well. I'll make us some dinner.
Wait, you're hungry?
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Oh no!
Yeah, I mean a little, but I assumed everyone else was too.
I love to cook. I'll help you.
you missed out on the fair food.
It's always so good and never as satisfying as you hope it was going to be.
Yeah.
Not for those
Yeah,
prices.
So yes, I will gladly take the assistance.
Oh, do I hear a cook-off?
It's cooperation, not a cook-off.
Aaron, I'm thinking everything's a contest.
Yeah.
Oh, she's your child.
I didn't do this. This one wasn't
Bedrooms
me.
for all, eating area, kitchen, crafts room,
Very.
the library.
I will be in the
Yeah,
library.
I don't think Akorai has seen this, so I don't think he realizes what this is yet.
No, he's. Oh no, he hasn't been in.
No.
He knows about it, but I don't think he's
Yeah.
ever been in.
So
See, that's
this
the
is
issue, is
how.
I swear he
Very
was
good.
there.
Bravo.
Yeah, you're welcome. I do my best.
And the kitchen you said was that way?
Yes.
I'm gonna head off that direction.
All right.
That sounds like a good place to
Yep.
stop. Ackroyd cooks dinner. Wonderful time. Lyra helps. A little bit of, spiciness of, different flavors.
Scorpion meat.
It's
I was
a
gonna
very
say,
interesting and eclectic
You
meal.
have to ask for
very,
each thing.
But it tastes good.
But it tastes fantastic.
Land, air, and sea.
At which point you all retire for the evening, and we will call it there for the night.
We'll call it
So
something.
tired.
We'll call it something. Yeah. That's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back hopefully next week. And in the between now and then, hope you guys have a good festive holiday. For those of you here in the States, we will be having our pre-recorded episodes of Delirium's Domain, assuming all goes off without a hitch, this Sunday. If you want to keep tabs on the schedule, do check out our Discord server. That will tell you all you need to know about what is happening when. Once you have made yourself aware of what the schedule is, you can also go and check out our YouTube channel to check all of the video content that we've created and posted. While you're over there, do make sure you hit like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notifications, and make sure that I don't say "make sure" anymore, because apparently my brain is in one lane tonight. So be sure that you have done all the things. You'll see all the things and watch all the things, and yeah, I'm having a real hard time here getting out of this
Just
screen
say
here
goodbye.
tonight. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back and see us next time. Until then, do remember,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
and if all you have is a hammer, wow.
We're
Yep.
tired.
We're done.
Everything looks like a glass house!
Good night.